that.
What about Nick Marotta?
I'm not sure if Nick Marotta's there or not.
Marotta was late.
That's over on Facebook, right?
Well, it's on Facebook and YouTube, so it's multi-streaming across the multiverse at this point. All right, we're live everywhere. All right, so welcome everyone for a very special edition of
CoCoTALK After Dark. CoCoTALK After Dark.
Complete with busy signal. That's Ron Delvaux. So we're here. We're back. I don't think we spent enough time pontificating today. So I believe a little more pontification is in order. And so we're here. We're going to do a CoCoTALK After Dark. Probably squeeze in a little bit more Dungeons of Daggorath as well. So welcome, one and all. We're here. And we have at least one new face on here. A new face amongst old faces.
I'm not beaker.
So, why don't we start in the bottom right-hand corner from New Jersey? We have Al Hartman with us. How are you, Al?
Hey, I'm okay. Can you hear me?
We hear you just fine.
Yep, we're
All
okay.
right.
We survived a rainstorm.
Oh, good. It's always good to hear. All right, and we are now moving counterclockwise. We've got David Ladd, Lord of the Floppies. And how are you this evening, David?
Oh, I'm just peachy.
That's clockwise.
No. Hey, Jenna just joined us on Facebook. Hello, Jenna. We have the creator of the Boomerang Mania video, Rob Inman's with us. How are you, Rob?
Doing well.
Excellent, excellent. We have, again, twice in one day, that Apple guy. We got doubled. Oh, wait a second. He's got a CoCo cropped on top of the apple there. So a little CoCo crowbarrery going on there. So we have using the apple as a CoCo stand. So Mr. Mark D. Overholzer is with us. Hey, and we'll leave Mr. Robot for last since he's our special guest today. From sunny Southern California, the guy who made Z89, Steve Bjork is with us. Hello,
hey
Steve. We have the guy who has trains. Mr. James Diffendaffer's in the house. Hello, James.
Hey, how you doing?
We are doing good, and last but certainly not least, well, not anyways, we're not last, but anyways, next on the list, Paulie Walnuts Fiscarelli. How you doing, Paulie?
Yo, how's it going?
How you doing? All right. I'm doing okay. And now, last but not least, we're going to get him to spill his beans and tell us his life story and why he decided to join us tonight. Mr. Robot Shop, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. My name's Rob Worth from Canton, North Carolina. Do you want to hear the whole spiel or most of the computer side of things, or what?
You know what? I'll leave that to your discretion and what the Witness Protection Program will allow.
DSA's after me. No.
Yeah.
I grew up pretty much in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and like I was telling the guys before you took off there for a few minutes, as a teenager, I would go to Radio Shack, and there was an arcade down the road. And we would go there, play video games, and then we go there and hang out at the Radio Shack and play with the RC cars and the fire away games and all that stuff from the 80s. And but anyways, my dad had bought me a CoCo when I was, for a Christmas present, and so I started playing on that. And obviously, when you went to an arcade back in the day, you'd have to use your babysitting money or your grass, money from cutting grass and stuff like that to go at the arcade. Once you ran out of money, then we'd go to the Radio Shack and play the video games. I got in pretty good with the manager there. He would let me kind of clean up the store, and then he would let me take the old, like during Christmas season, they actually would have all the toys out on display. And then after Christmas, they didn't, it was just junk at that point. So he would give me the RC toys, and all the other handheld games that Tandy had made at that point. So anyway, so that got me into the computer side, and when I was there, I would literally, like I was telling Steve earlier, I would sell the computer because the manager didn't know much about computers, but as a kid, I actually knew more because I had done so much at home, and we went to little meetings that my dad took me to. So after I got out of high school, I went to college, and during that time, I actually worked for Radio Shack, quite a few different stores, and I got into management, store management, all in Michigan, probably about 15 years total. And I actually met up with Tom Mix. He was running one of the old computer centers back in Grand Rapids that was converted.
The real Tom Mix from Tom Mix Software?
Yep. And
wow.
So he was running, it used to be a computer center for Tandy Radio Shack, but that was converted to a regular Radio Shack where the district office was. So I got moved to that store, and then I moved over to a store in Woodland Mall in Grand Rapids. And, at that point I kind of got out of, I was still in computers, but I could kind of see the writing was on the wall with Radio Shack. They were starting to get rid of the Tandy brand and the realistic brands, and I'm like, okay, you've got RCA, everything they were starting to sell you could buy at Walmart or Best Buy at that point. So I could just see where it was all going. So I got out of there. I went into telecommunications for quite a few years, and then internet companies, and then I actually started my own computer business about 19 years ago, and I'm still doing that. I've got a really big computer museum upstairs in my building in North Carolina now.
A literal museum?
Yeah, it's free. I've got some videos online, but you name it, I've got pretty much all the old vintage computer systems, all the old video game systems, a lot of the Radio Shack toys, that I grew up with.
Neat.
So if you guys ever get down to North Carolina, it's really cool to come see.
All right, well, I have to plan on that.
Yeah.
So you've been in the retro hobby for a while, though, right? For a good 5 years or more, right? Haven't you?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Did you ever get out of it when you started? I mean,
well, it becomes the retro hobby when we've acknowledged the fact that we're using things that are old. So there was a time when it was new and it wasn't retro.
Yeah,
so.
I guess I've always kind of kept it, and I.
Okay, so you were retro when retro wasn't cool.
Yeah, and I still have it. I mean, I actually got into building what I called DOS boxes for a while, where I'd take used IBM PCs that had the ISA slots in them, and I would put DOS like 6 or 622 on, put the Sound Blaster card, use direct access menuing system, and I'd just dump all the games I could find on the internet. Unfortunately, it never sold very well. I think I sold maybe 2 or 3. But I still have a shitload of ISA Sound Blaster cards if anybody needs them. And
yeah, actually, yeah, I might want to hit you up on a few of those.
Yeah, that's about the only thing that you're going to be able to, because the PCI cards don't work with the vintage DOS games because those relied on Windows to actually drive them.
Yeah.
So you need the ISA cards that have the IRQ jumpers and the DMA jumpers and all that. But anyways, I have a love for it. It's just in my blood, I think probably like you guys too. So, but anyways, and then I'm still selling new and used laptops and towers, to the general public. That business has done me well for 19 years, but I do see a decline because of the smartphones and the tablets and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to write it out because I think Steve, did you go by Steve or Stevie or what?
It depends. If you're a bill collector, it's Mr. Strobridge. So yeah, it's all good.
I'll call you Steve. But anyways, do you have a computer business? I kind of saw another one.
I do IT support.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So I do a couple small businesses in the area, but mine's mostly retail. My store looks like a Radio Shack. I mean, back from the 80s, I was able to maintain it, and they weren't, unfortunately. But so, anyways, I'm glad to finally hook up with you guys. Like I said, my biggest issue was my HughesNet internet. I wasn't going to attempt to, get online, but we finally got a local wireless provider. It gives me 3 meg, but the delay latency is not too bad. So I'm
What town are you in?
Go ahead. What's that?
What town are you in North Carolina?
I'm in Canton, North Carolina. It's just west of Asheville.
Okay, Kenton?
Canton, yep.
Kenton.
Coco Cat number 1 is on the screen there.
Hey,
Excellent.
Stevie, I believe when a bill collector calls you, your name is David Ladd.
David Ladd, that's right. And then we get into the family discussions. So, yes.
Rob, have you checked out some of the new hardware, like the CoCo STC or the Switcheroo, some of the must-have stuff?
I've got I don't, like I said when I was talking with Steve, here's my CoCo 2. I never got into CoCo 3. I do have one at the museum, but I do have an SBC. I've got it hooked up to just a regular CRT monitor.
Gotcha.
I've got a tape deck. I got all the accessories and everything, but I never got into the CoCo 3. And then when I do use the CoCo 3, I got to be honest, I use the CoCo for gaming, and then when I was in college, I actually used I think it was Telewriter 64 to do all my papers.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like a little DMP 105, 106 printer, where you actually had to like put characters around the sentence and underline it. I was just it was a lot of work. I never got into CoCo 3 because my dad had bought me a Tandy laptop. It was a 1400 LT, and that was DOS based. So I started getting into that, and then I got a Tandy 1000, and then I got out of the CoCo side of things. But the CoCo 3 is, I guess, neat. I know you guys talk about it more, but my love is for the CoCos, the original 1 and 2.
Well, you don't have to leave behind the CoCo 1 and 2 when you have a 3. That was kind of the whole.
Yeah.
Well, I tried playing the games on the 3, and it didn't. It's like all black and white. You don't get that artifacting that you do with the 2, right?
Well, that's.
Oh, what are you doing on a CM8?
No, just I don't remember what I had it hooked up to, but when I would put the cartridges in the CoCo 3, the games just looked terrible.
Well, if you use the switcheroo from Jason, you just flip a switch and you're in composite color mode, and those old games work well. I mean, not to really say you should go get one, but that's generally what we've done for the modern computers. Hook them to the modern HDMI ports. Is we use a switcheroo along with the SCART adapter, and that's how we get our high quality input from the CoCo into a modern monitor.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It sounds like you were probably doing it on an RGB screen, because if you were seeing only black and white and the colors looked off, the CoCo 3 on an RGB monitor, you kind of had to. It needed a little bit of finesse, and it's kind of hard to do with a cartridge, right? So if you're booting from a cartridge, you can't tell the computer to go into RGB mode. I think it defaults to composite mode, and when you CoCo 3 is in composite mode on an RGB monitor, the colors are all off because it's got 2 different palette sets. So you would have had to have connected it either through RF or composite out to get the proper color. So yeah, there was a couple of wonky things if you didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah,
with the CoCo 3 on the RGB monitor. Yeah. So.
And like I said, everything I do or everything I did back in the day was CoCo 2 related. So, it just didn't seem much. I know I could send it to somebody. I'm not good at circuit board like modification. So, from what I gathered from you guys, I'd have to ship it off to somebody, have them mod the board.
Not on a CoCo 3. You just need a cable.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Switcheroo cable and an RGB to SCART to HDMI.
And those SCART box are only about $30-$40.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll have to...
It's the easiest, cleanest way to get the output of a CoCo over to a modern monitor.
Okay. All right. I'll have to try that sometime. It's
Jason, do you have any good recommendations on a HDMI RGB to HDMI adapter? It works well with the switcheroo.
The SCART to HDMI adapters, I have them listed over at CoComan.biz.
Okay.
CoComan.biz, B-I-Z. Yeah, he's got a few listed there that work well. Matter of fact, when I actually, let me just switch over right now and I'll show you. Mr. Robot, what was your real name again? Sorry.
Rob.
Rob. All right. So like real quick here, if I switch over to my CoCo 3. All right. So do you see how it's black and white right now?
Yep.
Okay. And this is the RGB output. So this is what, but now if this was clowns and balloons, the red and blue would still be black and white stripes, right? Because RGB did not artifact.
It was just like all the old games just looked like craps.
Right. But watch this. I'm going to flip a switch and then boom, you see the artifacts?
Yep.
Right. So because it's also taking the composite out from the CoCo 3 and running it through the SCART cable to HDMI, so I can still get those composite colors just by flipping the switch. So so yeah, it's a completely passive cable that plugs into your CoCo 3.
Okay.
From on the bottom of your CoCo 3 are the RGB port. So you plug it in the RGB port, you plug it into an adapter box, and you just go HDMI out to whatever. Okay. So so yeah, so there's no soldering required.
Okay. I posted a link in the Zoom chat to one of the converters that you...
Amazon link there? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I think you're gonna like it, Rob. Once you get that, it'll open you up to the whole world of CoCo 3 stuff without losing your CoCo 2. The only thing I would add, and it confuses some people who are moving over from the CoCo 2, is that they fixed the issue where the red and blue would reverse at random every time you started. So they fixed it with the CoCo 3. So it starts up the same way every time, but you do need to hold down the F1 key when you reset if you need to change and reverse the colors. And that does get tricky for anyone who wasn't used to that.
Okay. That's easy to remember. Yeah.
Yeah. F1.
Okay.
Yeah. But the weird thing is you have to hold down F1 when you turn it on. And you'll know that it's working because the green screen now looks kind of purplish. So they had to hack the palette somehow to fix the red and blue inversing. Okay. And so instead of your normal, pea green background, you get kind of a purpley background on your CoCo boot screen when you first turn it on. Okay. So but yeah, I was kind of the same thing. The bulk of my experience with the CoCo was on the CoCo 1 and 2. By the time the CoCo 3 came out, I kind of had already transitioned over to DOS. Hey, Bruce Moore has joined us. Who else is? Nick Marentes is back.
Hi.
So we're all here. All right. So what do you guys think of the show today? A lot of development talk. Was too much, just right? Could have used a little more.
Oh, we can always use more.
It was the fastest 3 hours in live media.
Yeah, right. Oh, Curtis Boyle says that F1 works on power or reset. So you can just hold down F1 and then mash the reset button, and that would work too.
Excellent.
Yeah, Perry's with us here. But Perry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Is it Duke or Duck? Duick. Okay, so Joel is here too. Joel Avi, I believe. If I, what does AFAIK stand for? I forgot. I don't know these names. As far as I know, only the games that use artifact colors don't show up right on an RGB monitor. Well, but I think there is something weird with even the P Mode 3 and stuff, because I think the palettes are off unless you type in RGB at the basic prompt, which you can't do on a cartridge. So who knows? Jenna is with us. Who else is? We got all kinds of people here in the live chat. Let's see who we got before I lose my ability to scroll back. So Nick Marotta is here. John Laurie is here. Nick Marotta, Mark Overholzer. Jenna is here. Jenna Fearon. Am I pronouncing that right? And who else? Al Hartman, Perry Duick, or Perry Duck, or Duke. I'm not sure.
Duick.
John Lowry. Duick. All right, Tom C. from Jersey, neighbor of Al Hartman, is here. Carl Daughtery is here. And L. Curtis Boyle is here. Joel Avi is here. And he says Duick. Okay, that is correct. Duick. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're all caught up.
But have we heard from Nick Marotta?
I'm not sure if we have heard from Nick Marotta, though. Nick Marotta. Ron Delvaux recently joined us, too. Ron Delvaux, we had to wait for the space station to make its full rotation around the Earth and come back again.
What's up?
Welcome back, Ron. I think Perry was saying that a $10 converter box would work. I'm not sure a $10 one is Fear On.
Your $10
Or Fear On.
box.
Fear.
Your $10, if you're talking about a SCART converter box, your $10 SCART converter box will not do the job.
Yeah, it's about a $25, $30 box.
Yeah, because a lot you have to watch, because a lot of the very inexpensive ones only convert composite and do not convert RGB. And
you get what you
Even
pay
though
for,
they
as
look
the
like
old
you
saying
should.
goes, right?
Doesn't the CoCo 3 have both composite and RGB out?
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. Yeah, and you have to intercept both of those signals to make it to the SCART cable. So there's a couple of connectors
So
on
the
that
converter,
cable.
the converter link you guys sent me is only. I still need another part then, right?
Yeah, you need the switcheroo
Oh,
cable
okay.
from
Can you
Jason,
guys
who's
send
in
me
the
a
call.
link to that too, so I don't have to like try to search for it.
CoComan.biz.
Okay.
CoComan.biz.
Pull up in the browser here.
Yep, CoCoMan.biz.
that address again is cocoman.biz.
And for the hearing impaired, it's CoComan.biz.
No shameless plug intended.
Are we sure Nick Marotta knows that?
I don't know. Hey, Nick Marotta, what's the website? Le Coco Man.
Well, that's quite an adapter there.
That's what she said.
Oh, it is an after-dark show.
It's not the thickness of the cable, it's what you do with it, right? So
Oh, is that your problem?
Oh my!
Proudly made in Ohio.
Oh
So
my.
I'm looking at it. It's got you need USB power, and then it's got a yellow cable. And what's that, like ribbon cable on there?
Goes on the bottom of the CoCo 3. There's a
That goes to the
yeah, it's on
RGB.
the bottom of the
It's
CoCo.
got
There's a port
it's
on
a
the
10-pin
bottom.
connector.
Okay. I never.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
There's
a composite cable that goes to the composite that's used for the artifact colors, and also the converter box. That's how it gets the video sync information from the composite.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, what else we want to talk about? Do you want to jump into some more Dungeons of Daggorath group play, or we got more things we want to chat up about here? I got no plans. I got nowhere to be.
What's the
I
topic
got
for
cold
today?
beer in the fridge. Oh, Greg is here. Effing Greg is here. Hey, what's going on, Grant lady?
Screw you, Steve.
Grant?
Topic is the switcheroo.
Grant, wait until Tandy Assembly for that stuff. Since you and Stevie were sitting on each other's laps.
Yeah, I won't be his snuggle buddy this
is the
year. I'm not gonna be able to make it to
Genesis
Tandy
because
Assembly.
I'm live, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Where's that at this year?
Ohio. What is it? Springfield, Ohio, November 10th and 11th.
Okay. Is it worth going to? That's a dumb.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Tandy Assembly.
You have to get
It's where all the cool kids are going to be.
you have to get there by mule. What you fly into Columbus. You pay a coyote who will smuggle you.
and it is November in Ohio.
Yeah.
November in Ohio.
There'll be a convoy. You'll be part of a convoy.
Yeah, just make sure however you get there, you use the most retro form of transportation as possible. If
So, in other words, I should be able to get a Honda from 1988 then.
yeah, that'll work. Or
I don't think my
a Ford Pinto.
I got a 1984 300ZX. I don't think that's going to get me there in the wintertime. So.
How about an AMC Pacer?
Hey, Rob, where do you
The
live?
Mirthmobile. That's the Mirthmobile.
What?
Where do you live, Rob?
Canton, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that earlier. Sorry.
Are you close to John Linville then? I know he's in the Carolinas.
I don't know.
No, he's west of
Right.
west of Asheville, which is like far west North Carolina.
No.
Okay.
That's
John Linville's near.
Canton's west of Asheville. So where's he at?
I don't know. I don't have his home
John
address or
Linville
anything. But
is near Research Triangle Park, Raleigh. He works
No,
for
that'd be east.
Yes, it'd be east and north.
Yeah. Okay.
This geography lesson brought to you by.
That's right. The CoComan.biz. Fantastic. All right, so should we jump in and try and do some Daggorathing? All right. Let's jump in and do some Daggorathing here. And so to answer your question, I think I made it to level 4 last time. I don't know if Curtis is going to join us. Curtis was like my good luck charm.
I need to get your copy, Steve, because on my CoCo, I can only save the tape, and that's not... I have a tape drive, but it takes way too long. I noticed you have a modded copy. Did you pick that up somewhere? Or?
Yeah, it's in... Are you on Discord?
I do with my business, yeah.
No, Discord is our chat server that we chat on during the day.
I use it for my business with my other store, so I could probably just...
Okay.
Speaking.
We have a CoCo Discord server, and there's a link to get the floppy disk there from
way,
William Astle, who did the patching.
Speaking about Discord, I was shocked to find out that we actually have our first female inside the room.
In Discord, Jenna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
She won't come on live.
Somebody breaking up the sausage party? Is that a shock?
It's the first time Grant has seen a female.
Son of a bitch, this thing hits me one time and I frickin' died.
See? That's karma. See what you did? It's karma.
Frick face. I'm going to call it Grant because it's just an annoying fuck face right and right. Alright, so.
Alright, do you want
your lap?
on this one?
Yet another does not return.
All right, this guy's just kicking my ass. It's like I got no choice but to die.
The wrath of Grant.
Curtis!
Hey, Curtis.
Isn't it supposed to be random every time? It seems like I get the same douchebag every single time that when I come up here.
When you say that, it actually saves the state of all the characters.
Yeah, if you've got it saved on level 4, then...
So stop going down that hallway or keep walking by it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Just walk past it.
Yeah, I need to get past that guy.
You're gonna if you look around, there's scorpions on level 4. Kill them off. They only take 1 or 2 hits usually.
I will provide World Series updates as requested.
Okay.
Well, Boston's going to win, so why bother?
Oh.
What inning are they in?
Now these faces won't stop and pick shit up either.
Yeah,
right?
they will.
Do they?
The
I thought they were like scorpions and didn't.
No, they pick things up. The only things that don't pick things up are the scorpions and the wizards.
How did Boston do last night, Grant? Pretty good.
They lost last night.
Yeah, I know.
For fuck's sake, this guy's here. I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
Yeah, if you move 1 square forward, you would have been able to just beat up the scorpion instead.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as far as the level generation where the monsters are, if your Z load is actually starting on level 4, it's already been pre-generated and it will be the same. So if you have the save right before you went down and killed the wizard, you'll get a regeneration of the dungeon level.
All right. So I don't. So that was. I don't remember what level that was.
Okay, move past him.
I just died from using the ring. I don't remember how high I went on level 3.
I mean, with your level 4 save, I mean, you know the wrath's right there, so you can just run right away.
And Steve, you don't have to kill him. What you could do is like hit him 3 times and then run up ahead, let him catch up with you, and then hit him 3 times. Right now, you're probably going to have to hit him about 12 times to kill him.
Wow. Yeah. That's rather insane.
Yeah, he's going to drop some flask and a solar torch down here. And you want the fuse flask and the hail flask. Otherwise, the other stuff he drops is kind of worthless, other than just to have the drop in front of like a to give you some time.
Damn it! There he is.
He also drops a deuce, and you want to watch out for that.
Stuff in the poo, yeah.
He drops a deuce. Huh? Would that be G space R space DU for deuce?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, get right deuce.
So scorpions are his friend, right? I mean, they're a low level, so I mean, it's not like this. I can't remember, but I know the spiders. After you get to a certain level, the spiders can nibble at your ankles all day long. It doesn't hurt you. But I don't know about the scorpions.
They're gonna give you some damage.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, jeez.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so 3H was right before I killed him. So now I will spawn in a new level 4 with possibly different
monster placements. I'm hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I recommend
something?
So,
sure.
Go back to where you just were. Run past the wizard. You know if you took the fuse flask yet or not? Or level 3?
I don't remember. That was last week, and I was drinking beer.
Okay. It's just gonna be a lot.
Am I dead or am I fading to black?
It's gonna be a lot tougher if you didn't take it. Though.
Honestly, I don't remember. We can try that because I guess the wizard was down to 1 hit.
I think you still have a charge left in your ice ring too, so you might be able to hit one of them with that. If it doesn't say gold ring yet, then you still have a charge left.
Yeah, each ring you have 3 hits on a ring until it turns into gold.
Yeah, you still got a charge.
All right, well I'm just gonna hit him with the ring. Give me a second to frickin' breathe. Okay. That's a
Throw
torch.
the ring
Okay.
and then pick up the torch.
That's the ring still got a hit on.
Yeah,
it.
but stow it for right now. You can use it on something else later. So and then it's gonna be a solar torch.
Now you got something to drop. You could slow the monsters down though.
Yep.
Since you have 2 solar torches.
Oh, he just dropped a butt plug.
Yeah, you can drop the ring now too because there's no charge left.
Nope, that's a great note.
That's
a bad one.
Don't drink it. Save it though where you're at, so you don't have to redo all this.
Okay.
There you go.
Now you got enough stuff to slow them down. You can start beating up some of the monsters again.
Yep. Okay, I'm on 4 Bravo.
Your knights are going to take about 10 hits right now, probably.
And by the way, L. Curtis Boyle is going to take about 10 hits as well.
Formerly known as the Great White North, now known as the Great Green North.
Or the Great Hazy White North. One of the two.
Oh my.
And I don't have a shield.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, most of the monsters have to pick up stuff anyway, and you can take care of a scorpion.
So I'm just going to sit here and let bad guys come to me.
Yep. This is the Achilles heel of Steve playing. This is where he doesn't have patience.
Yeah, oh shit.
Well, at least
He dropped.
the battle. Really?
Really?
Save it now because your heartbeat's low.
Yeah, okay, that's my 4 Bravo. Got 3 items in the room. That'll help out, right?
You might even have more.
Start attacking.
Fucking CoCo 3 keyboard blows.
Yep.
And you need someone's keyboard
Damn.
adapter.
I'm sitting here. I feel like a freaking special ed student trying to type on this damn thing here. So.
Who says you aren't?
Oh, Christ, David. All right, I'm going to grab another beer. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Or should I run a commercial? We get to all take a potty break and a fluid break and a refill your beverage break?
The boomerang.
All right, I'm going to run a commercial and we'll be back after these words.
Hi, I'm Kieran Olsky, author of XRAW, and your brain is resolving sensory input into CoCoTALK.
In a world where RGB produces black and white video.
Oh,
One
this is for Mr.
cable
Robot,
can
but he's
make
not
a
there.
difference. Switcheroo. CoCo3ScartCable.com.
What's going on, guys? Stevie Stroh here, and I want to say thank you so much for being part of this adventure with us. It's been such a great experience in doing CoCoTALK every week, and the support we get is just amazing. And so the fact that you watch and listen is all the reward that we need. However, if you would like
David Ladd.
and offer some financial
However,
assistance towards
if
the
you
production
have a lot of
and hosting
money,
costs of the show, we do have a Patreon site available
if you want to
for
give it
that,
to
and
me.
you can reach that by going to our website at CoCoTalk.live and clicking on the Patreon link. But just do us a favor and watch and listen to the show.
Testes.
1, 2, testes,
For
testes.
example, if you are Larry Ellison,
This commercial's break is almost exactly where the commercial break was earlier today. I find that ironically ironic.
Oh, I'm much happier breaking stuff.
David Ladd.
Really?
Oh, I'm much happier breaking stuff.
David
Ladd.
stay tuned this weekend for David Ladd.
Oh, I'm much happier breaking stuff.
Is this thing
David Ladd.
Enough,
Oh,
Stevie.
I'm much happier breaking stuff. Oh, I'm much happier breaking stuff.
David Ladd played the first screen of Predator for 15 hours. This
How many beers he had?
One more time.
David Ladd. Obviously, we haven't had enough beers. Otherwise, we wouldn't care.
There's Fletcher again.
Great, JT.
I need it tonight.
But JT.
But JT.
Fletcher was hit by a falling Commodore 64 right after the It's very sad.
Fletcher is Coco Man's girlfriend.
Fletcher, how's that report? Fletcher. Radio Shack's Model 100. Save $300 and put it to work. You'll go far, Fletcher. You'll go far.
Mr. Robot Shop, we're getting some feedback from you or something. Some weird freaking sounds there. All right, we're back. We are here. We're here. Let's go back to the CoCo. Yet another does not return. So what we're on, 4 Bravo? All right. Z-load 4 Bravo. Okay, so I need to get my attack left keyboard buffer thingy. A space L, enter. A space L, enter. Okay, he's dead. You get out of sync and you're just fizzucked. God damn it! Arrgh! Killed me!
Congratulations.
Yes, yet another does not return.
Hey, Steve, remember you're gonna have to hit him about 10 to 12 times. So if you can't type it in that fast, hit him like 5 times and move about 4 spaces up, and then he'll come up and get you, and then you just nail him with more hits.
That sounds too much like a strategy.
Oh, that's why it's not working for Stevie.
Son of a bitch, I even slowed it down.
I think this video is looping because I just see Stevie dying every few seconds.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
What? You're calling trickery?
He's pushing other buttons faster than he can.
He's trying to think, but nothing happened.
That's about right.
Wise guy, eh?
It's like, dude, I didn't skip a beat there, but he's just too strong.
No.
So by the time he picked everything up, he hit me once and I was gone.
What it is on the CoCos, the actual, if you're not playing PC port, the CoCos, there's a little delay there, and if you just, it's really hard. So that's why if you're playing on a CoCo, you literally have to kind of grab one of your inventory items, hit them about 5 or 6 times, and then move about 5 steps ahead, and then it'll come up, drop the item, it'll come up, pick that up, and then you can get about 5 or 6 more shots in. You should be able to get them.
Yeah, the maximum you'll get will be 3 per item picked up. Assuming you type perfectly.
Yep.
You should turn this into some sort of typing tutor. Mavis Beacon in the Dungeons of Daggorath.
Son of a bitch. One hit wonder.
Just try running forward, Steve. It's faster because it's just an M, and you can just zip through that door.
Yep.
And then turn around.
Do the hokey pokey.
Yeah, turn yourself about.
And that's what it's all about?
Yes.
Woohoo,
yes,
Greg can
yes.
sing.
Welcome
Chris,
to
how should you be-
CoCoTALK. Stevie gets killed by a angry frowny face.
I swear that this video is on a loop. I just keep on seeing this wizard over and over again. Yet another one does not return.
You were supposed to hit him a few times first, Steve.
I'm just trying to get the F out of here. God damn it.
That's a wizard?
Wraith or Wrath or Wraith.
Yeah, hit him about 5 or 6 times, Steve, then do your run. Just M until you hit a dead end.
Or the other option, grab your ring, or it's gold now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gold.
It's gold, yeah.
Actually, grab the ring, hit the scorpion, hit him about 5 times, move up, drop the ring, and then you'll come up. You know what I'm saying? You got to give yourself a little bit of space there.
Now run.
Run away.
Turn right.
Run, Forrest, run.
Mother effer.
Move.
Mother Frogger.
There you go. Run.
Drop the ring when you get down like to the end of this hallway here, and then save it real quick. Nope, that wasn't good.
Run.
He gotcha.
Oh.
Right now, you're literally just passing out from your heartbeat. I think you're going to wake up, he's going to conk you when you'll be done.
Yep.
I don't like this game.
It needs more beer.
Yes. Oh, for F's sake. All right.
Might be time to let a professional play this game.
I was gonna say I'm loading up my PC port now. I can aim the camera at the computer.
Run. Oh, you got him.
Killed
Good
his
job.
son of a bitch ass.
Get the flask. See what it is. Get right.
Uh-oh. Back away.
Save
Look
it.
at Stevie cleaning up here. You should save that.
Save it.
Bronze shield, better than nothing.
Not really. Just
All right, so we're saved on 4C now. So
stay there and let your heart just yeah. And when it drops down, save it again, because then if a big monster comes at you, you can reload it from that point where it's actually slow.
We need an announcer, like a golf announcer, for this game.
yeah. All right, so we're saved.
Lining up.
Taking out his 3-wood.
His 3-wood.
Yeah. 3-wood.
That's what she said.
So I don't know. Should I go out exploring now, or should I just wait for crap to come to me?
Just stay there.
Yeah, this is where that patience thing, Stevie. Now you can run and get a beer, though.
I have a cold beer right here.
Yeah, but you can two-fist, so it'll be less painful when you lose.
Ooh.
Sounds like a party at David's house.
Oh my gosh.
Hey! One fist for each hole!
After Dark.
Can I switch to artifacting colors? Sure. We'll turn on the colors.
We'll just call him. We'll just call him Goatsy
With
David
the flip
from now on.
of a switch. Yep.
CoCoTALK. After Dark.
Welcome to the Muppet Show.
I'd save it again, Steve, because your heart's lower. It's about as low as it's probably going to get right now. There you go.
I thought you didn't have a heart, Stevie.
I don't. 0 F's given. I don't know. I hate sitting around waiting. No, I wish I had the scroll to see where things are going on, you know?
Waiting is the hardest part.
There's going to be 2 scrolls in this level: the vision scroll, which shows you the map, and then the seer scroll, which you'll actually see the
monsters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Is that 4th level that you get the Mithril Shield and the Elvish Sword, or is one of those on the 5th?
4th level. Yeah. And there's only one Elvish Sword in the whole game, and that's on level 4.
Killed his ass, too. Bitch.
Stole the
All right.
shield and pick up that flask. Yeah, get that. Stole the shield and pick up the flask. Save it quick. Something's coming at you. Use that real
flask.
quick.
Is that good?
Use that. That's good. Use that. And then drop it.
Drop it. Yeah. Here's your scroll.
Save it too.
So those are, should I look at the
You
scroll?
can. That'll show you where
That's
you're
the map.
at. Oh, it's in your backpack, yeah. SC.
Is this one does not show? Okay, that's where I am. I'm basically butt ass middle in the maze,
That's
top
actually
center.
that's a good spot on that map because the monsters don't usually come up in that area too often. They tend to show up in long corridors. Now you got a big bad guy coming here, so get ready to hit him like about 10 times. You're gonna have to get out of that spot though, because you're not gonna be able to kill him.
No, I'm going for it, man.
No, you're gonna need about 25 hits or so to take him out.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Okay.
Don't confuse me with the facts, all right?
Don't
hit him with the high. We're going for it.
Don't tell him to use any strategy that uses
my.
patience.
Don't listen to us. We don't need that.
It's like what my wife looks like when she wakes up in the morning.
Brought to you by Click and Click.
Oh my! That looks like Stevie.
You better start running, buddy.
Yeah.
Running is for pansies.
You're
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go down in glory like a Klingon. I have just died an honorable death.
It's a good day to die.
It's a good day to die, yes.
And we see the wizard once more. Congratulations, Stevie.
What was that thing? That big bat beast? What was that?
I think Stevie needs one of them special beer flasks that has the patience spell in it. That's what he needs.
That was the Galdrog.
Goldrath, yeah.
Yep, that was a Galrog there.
Which quarter does he find that in?
Everclear, I believe, is what it's called in the modern.
There's like 4 or 5 of those in this level, so.
Yeah, he's the strongest one compared to the wizard's image and the wizard itself.
Yep.
David Ladd once double fisted a Galdroth.
with a ring on each hand.
Oh, my God. You guys are so evil.
Wow.
Hey, Dave, how do you think the Galrog felt?
Wrecked him. Nearly killed him.
So if it's the Barlog thing, it says to get the F out, huh?
What if he's coming behind you, or is that a dead end? I can't remember.
He's in between 2 corridors right now.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Wow, took a hit. That's good.
Yeah, I'm surprised he made it.
Yeah.
Now the Galrog's busy picking up your stuff so you can let your heart slow a bit.
Now you're gonna die.
My heart's beating like a date with David Ladd right now. It's just all over the place.
His heart's eager with anticipation.
Yes.
Like a
We love you long time.
Where's your sister? Where's your sister?
Get your motor running.
Well,
There comes something around the
Scorpion or
corner.
Wraith coming there.
Scorpion, kill him.
And then save it.
This is going to be 4 Delta. All right. Scorpions. Rock you like a hurricane. All right. Oh, I hear something like a stuttering
That's the
sound.
Galrog.
Yeah.
That's the Galrog.
Stay away from that.
It's like freaking Freddy.
And a night I can hear.
Or, sounds like it's Jason Voorhees. Cha, cha, cha.
There is no score at the top of the 6 World Series Game 5.
What was the last thing I just say? Was that, did I do a Delta?
4 Delta.
4 Delta? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
4
did do a 4 Delta.
So who is our sponsor for the World Series announcement?
Is it the Switcheroo?
Placebo.
The World Series is brought to you by the Switcheroo, #1 selling RGB to SCART solution in Uruguay.
Yeah, Rob, feel to plug a sponsor when you do the announcement for the World Series. Next up on the list is maybe Cloud9 or
and Boomerang Mania.
Yeah, Boomerang. Yeah.
Yes, Boomerang version 3 coming out soon.
This Stevie Rage Quit brought to you by
Tylenol.
X-Lax.
There's something
Scorpion,
down
I think.
here. Scorpion.
You can take him.
Or
That's what she.
Preparation H.
2 of them?
This Bistro Game Death brought to you by Laxative Cookies.
Save it. Save it.
I'm working on it. Can only type so fast there.
When is
Learn to type faster.
It depends.
So with each new attack,
you strengthen up a little bit.
I get a little bit more strength.
I'd have to look at that table to see how much, but
Scorpions don't do much for you, but it clears the board so you don't have to screw with them or get hit by them.
Rock you like a hurricane. Are you ready for love, baby? All right, come on. Here I am. Okay, let's do another 4 Delta. All right. Well, I mean, you know, it's a good strategy, too, is just to kind of move. Don't stand there and be a victim, you know? Oh, shit, here we go. It's on like freaking David Ladd right now.
Move forward. Move forward.
Yep, run faster. Run faster.
Screw that and kill his ass. Torch. Why run when you can
I didn't see there. Where did you pick up your horseshoe?
All right, so that's a scroll on blah, 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 torch. Okay.
That's a lunar torch or a pine torch right there.
Solar torch, I think he has.
No, that's from the Wraith. He's already got that.
All right.
I played this too much.
Oh, my heart has calmed down.
It's like having a wise guide over your shoulder.
Yes.
Guidance.
Rock you like a hurricane.
That's the only song Stevie knows.
No, that's the only one I can kind of sort of fake. So name that Scorpion song besides "Rock You Like a Hurricane."
Winds of Change.
They made
Winds of Change.
Oh my God, they were active from the 1960s till today.
Yeah. I'm still loving this. I sing this one to David all the time. I'm still loving you.
Stevie Stroh sings the hits.
Sings the hits.
I think I just threw up my mouth a little bit there.
Song and makes it its own.
What? Yeah, they can never be unheard after hearing my versions. Songs that can't be unheard. Sounds so bad, make you want to scratch your eyes out.
Well, you know, Stevie, Shatner just put out another album, so why can't you?
Who's that?
William Shatner.
Oh, Shatner. The Shat did, huh?
Yeah.
You could do that.
The Shat.
Oh, my ears.
How about that one?
You got something big coming at you.
Still loving you. Oh, shiznit.
Yeah, don't go after him yet.
He's scaring me. You're scaring me, mister. Jesus Christ, you're scaring the living spit out of me.
That's like running into Tan Mom.
By the way, you can move left and move right too if you need to get out of the way fast without wasting a turn doing an actual turn left or turn right.
I like to face my directions of where I'm going, but I know, yeah.
It's similar to what you use in like Doom, etc.
Oh shit!
Run
There
through.
he is. Or is that another one? I'm trying.
Talking about the
Run to the hill.
You can like throw like 4 or 5 hits into him and then run, because otherwise
You've seen his typing though. Is that really a good strategy?
Yeah.
Did you switch over to Iron Maiden, Stevie?
Yeah. Hey, how do you say "fuck you" in Canadian?
I think he said.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm just bobbing and weaving here. Bobbing and weaving.
There's Scorpion, I think. I heard. Or Wraith.
Is there any strategy to this game?
Yes, unfortunately, he's not using it.
What's that?
Is there any strategy to this game other than running around circles?
Yes.
Oh shit. I'm fizzucked.
Yeah,
Turn around, PA.
Robot shop.
Oh, you got 3 guys coming up on you.
You're popular, man.
It's like a night at David Ladd's house.
Literally.
Ah, shit.
Karma, Stevie.
He's on me.
Run.
Screw it. I'm going to die. Going down like a Klingon in a blaze of glory.
It's a good day to die.
In a blaze of glory.
It's a good minute to die.
Real good minute.
Oh.
Lord, man, there are so many bad guys on this 4th level.
Yeah. 4th is about the hardest.
My God.
Also, you must be doing something right if you keep collecting them.
Yeah.
He's just so damn attractive. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They're all lining up for his autograph.
Were we on Delta?
Yes.
I gotta say, this composite looks pretty good on the switcheroo.
So, Mark, what is your CoCo on top of an apple?
Oh, a sword.
Kill that face.
Son of bitch.
Oh, dear.
All good things.
Round at you.
Last thing you see at David Ladd's house.
Yes.
It's face.
David Ladd with a ring on each finger, ready to go.
So that was 4 Delta, right? Oh, Lord.
Dun, dun, dun.
Actually, I think in your case it stands for 4 dead.
You're
gonna turn into 3 nights.
Hey, Stevie, is this a modified one where you get 10,000 lives?
No, I wish it was.
No, he gets 10,000 reloads.
Yeah, I need a poke. Oh, shit, here comes something.
I can sing.
It's freaking numbnuts. It's freaking Lord Vlad.
My, you are popular.
Hey, that's our president you're talking about. Be nice.
Oh, Lord Vlad, get away from me. Get away from me, Lord Vlad. I do not want you. You're not wanted here. David Ladd's got 2 rings. Go visit him. Oh, shit. I could climb down. Not a good idea, though, right?
No.
Probably not.
Because you can't get the Elvish Sword down in the 5th level.
Well, watch him do it.
Gotta get impatient. I'm going down. I'm getting bored.
You know, you could actually do it, but
it would take you years.
It would take a lot longer, yeah.
You want to get at least the Elvish Sword and the Mithril Shield, I think, before you do that.
Yeah.
And who drops those?
Is the energy ring on the 4th or 5th? Is the energy ring on the 4th or the 5th? I can't remember.
It's on this level.
Okay.
A Wraith has it.
I'm just running like a scared little
I know
bitch right now.
The Galdra has it on this level.
That's one of those Lord Vlad looking things?
Yeah. They got the Seer Scroll, Elvish Sword, Energy Ring, and the better shield. Mithril Shield.
Yeah, Mithril Shield.
Oh, shit. All right, it's time to face the Piper. Let's see what's going on here. Son of bitch. Son of bitch.
He's not listening, is he?
After Dark.
Be gone with you. Be gone with you. Demon, be gone. Ah, this game sucks.
Or it's the player.
Operator.
Yeah, I have to vote with Steve on that one.
It's the player.
Wait a second. There's how many people are in the call? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's more people in the call than I have fingers to give. So
it's beyond your counting abilities. What you're telling me.
Yes. Sir, yes, sir.
Take off his shoes.
As long as it doesn't get any further and he has to take off his pants for the extra one, that's...
Oh, Christ.
Oh, God, please.
Hey,
no.
if he wants to count higher, just use hexadecimal.
Oh.
Yeah, don't make. Hey, listen, don't make me get out my condition flag, okay?
Overflow.
Steve Bjork, we have bases loaded at the bottom of the 6th inning. No score. That is all.
Boom. That was it. I was fading to black and they hit me one more time. I don't know. Am I at a stalemate? Am I just unable to survive level 4?
No, you just have to get the right monsters
3?
in the right order. You can still do it. Or if you get some that drop some, so you can slow them down.
You need to do the smaller monsters first. You're kind of running in the big guys, so.
And they're ganging up on you.
Yeah, and you have nothing dropped to slow them down. Like you could take a knight easily if you had a couple items sitting on the floor.
Yep.
See, the problem is this game does not use a very good pseudo-random number generator.
Well, if you want to hack it, the source code is available. I know the URL. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. That was the sound of the gull rag just queefing on there. So.
That did not sound good, though.
Neither.
I think I smelt that all the way up here in Canada.
Yeah.
So why did this game have a 2015 copyright?
What was the question, Rick?
Why does this game have a 2015 copyright?
This is the modified
because William Astle redid it all.
Ah.
Son of a biscuit. I'm going down.
You might get lucky.
No.
If he's far enough away, you can't catch you. You might...
That's what she said.
Nope.
There you go.
Stevie, you're being manhandled like Justin Bieber at a David Ladd hot tub party.
Oh my God. Believe it. I believe it.
Believe it or not.
So not a great picture.
So what all did William add? Just the disk save and load, or did he add more stuff?
You know, that's a great question.
I think
son of a
he,
bitch.
also
If you watch his
uncompressed
video,
the level data too.
What was that, David?
He uncompressed the level data, so it doesn't have to do decompression in the game. He changed the fonts where it actually has lowercase support now too.
Oh, okay.
So on the title screen, you'll see that he's got lowercase on the font.
We'll be seeing that real soon too.
Yeah, it should be coming up in seconds.
The damn freaking Lord Vlad there. Come here, Lord Vlad.
Actually, that strategy you're doing right now will work. Hit him once, run. Hit him once, run.
Yeah.
25
Hit
times.
him with the hind. There's a freaking knight Sir Dusha had. Nah, you son of a bitch.
David,
Is there a better sword?
Run.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Damn it, 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 damn it.
I think we have to get Steve to switch over to typing tutor for a little bit first, and then continue.
There you go. So here you'll see the lowercase in the game over screen here. Yet another does not return.
It's not lowercase.
All right. No, on the right here.
Oh,
Just Dynamicro.
Yeah, Dynamicro. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lost Wizard
And then
Enterprises.
They need to redo this game like 2018. You know what I'm saying? That would be. I don't know what.
640 by 225.
Something.
Thank you very much.
Maybe Steve
Thank
could try
you.
some Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego instead.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, are you willing to remake this game or no?
I have no interest in doing that.
Okay, I'll pay you money.
No.
You got about 100,000.
I'm not paying that much.
Yeah, well, my services don't come cheap.
Kickstarter.
Okay, be that way.
Unlike David Ladd's.
I think it's the more you don't want. The more you don't want to do the project, the higher the price goes. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You should see how much he's going to charge for Last Ninja.
$1 million.
$1 million.
I still couldn't believe Tandy wanted Last Ninja on a 16K OS 9.
It could happen.
Yeah, when hell freezes over.
The first 8K is the code. The second 8K is 1 MMU block. That's frickin' Lord Douche-a-lot here.
They wanted to be able to run on a CoCo 1 too, and they wanted it on a 16. You really can't even boot OS 9.
No, level 1, I wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to run it in all text mode.
So,
32 column text mode, yeah.
Yeah,
so the
exactly.
Last Ninja could have been done in 512. Okay.
Okay, Steve, go down
They
to
could have-
Last Ninja could have been done in a 128, no problem. Here's the thing, is if we didn't have to deal with OS 9, we could have got it working in 16K.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's two things I think that hit you guys in that. One was having to do it under OS 9. The second one was a stupidly ridiculous timeline to do it in without any help from the people that actually did the game in the first place.
Oh yeah.
Son of a bitch. How did he find me?
And they didn't tell us jack about the
How-
game either.
We had to look.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
I mean, I was looking at the Commodore to figure out everything. Now, there was some mapping, a couple of things they gave us, but it was the way they did it. It was doomed from the start.
Yeah, it was like it was purposely done to be doomed.
Nope, Steve just went down.
Yeah.
Steve.
I'll try to find the real wizard now.
Steve, when you get
that'll work.
Rampage, did they provide you with a lot of material for that?
No.
No.
Oh.
Find a spider or a snake.
They lent me an Amiga so that I could play the game, and see what it looked like. But they didn't have specifications for what was where or anything like that.
Wow.
They asked Dale Lear, and he said he was washing his hair that year. And I should have listened to Dale.
And some of the contracts that they have with the original gamers, they control what information gets released about the game, so that because they don't want to give away their secrets.
Mm-hmm. He didn't even last long enough to see the real wizard.
No, that's fine. I get tired of dying on level 4, so I figured let me die on level 5. At least it's back in the right color mode.
Yeah, when I did Arkanoid, they gave me almost everything I could imagine, and then some, to do the game. They gave me all the levels, all the details, all the information. I go, oh, this is so much better than when I did one-on-one.
So, Steve, on Arkanoid, did you actually have 2 different variations in the cartridge for the CoCo 2 and the 3?
Graphic variations, yes. The actual engine was almost identical.
But it plays different.
Well, it plays different because you're running on 2 different machines. You're running on a slower CoCo, and you're trying to push the stuff. When you're doing a CoCo 1.2, you got a faster CoCo on the CoCo 3.
Yeah, but it seemed like the graphics were complete. It's almost like the gameplay was totally different. And it wasn't just slowness or graphics,
The game engine that was running the game was virtually identical as far as how the thing played and moved and like that. The difference was it used different graphic subroutines based on if you're on a CoCo 1.2 or a CoCo 3.
Okay, that's what I was noting.
Yeah.
Herbert says he's killed those monsters using a leather shield as a weapon.
No.
It must have taken days. It's not impossible. But...
If you hit him enough times, probably it would happen.
Oh, I freaking hate this freaking Beelzebub looking freaking demon dude. Hate him.
He doesn't appear to like you very much either.
Why can't we be friends? Oh, is that a torch right there?
Yeah. Camp out, go there, camp out, hit him like 5 times, and then move. And then save it. Well.
Or move first and attack the air. That works too as a strategy.
Son of a bitch.
The thing I'm surprised by is Stevie's not doing better when he's getting all this cheating help.
If somebody wants to type on the damn keyboard
for me. The CoCo keyboard suck.
Hey, we had to play it on the Chiclet keyboard back in the day, and we still beat it. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it was hard.
Of course, if I was to work on this game, the first thing I do is do the keyboard read and the interrupt. 60 hertz interrupt.
Yeah.
Dale used to see how far he could get, but with attacking with nothing in his hand. So you're basically just slapping the monsters with your bare hand.
That takes forever.
Yeah. I know somebody in Rainbow actually said they finished the entire game that way, and I wouldn't have the patience.
Yeah.
The bitch slap method.
I have beaten them up with shields, though, because the Mithril shield in particular is actually quite powerful as a weapon.
It's better than the Iron Sword, yep.
I thought there was a repeat last command on that game.
Unless William added it, there wasn't on the original.
You know what I wonder?
Yeah.
I want to see something for a second here. I wonder if the arrow keys would work.
No.
Nope.
I wonder if William added that feature. Wouldn't that be so convenient if you could just... No.
That's too modern.
It doesn't work.
That's a good idea, actually.
Might make it a game too easy. You might have to tweak it a bit then at that point.
Well, you can push the arrow and then have it like do the what is it? Just up and enter. Left and
Ken says slapping the monster sounds like a euphemism. I remember back when I was a kid, I used to slap the monster with my hand.
I remember when I slapped my first monster,
It's definitely an After Dark episode.
Then the magic first spell on your palm starts.
You're spanking the monsters, huh?
Oh, that's being rather generous. They're referring to it as a monster because who knows?
go blind.
Yeah.
The alternators, you get killed.
If you don't smack the monster, you're going to die. Man, I can't deal with this kind of pressure.
Go blind.
I'm gonna go blind. I'm gonna die. What do I do? Do I live and not see, or do I just die? I hate these freaking faces too.
They're good. They give you good stuff.
Only if you kill them, though.
Drop your shield before you start attacking them.
You don't think the shield helps?
No, because they'll have to pick it up first, and it gives you time to kill them.
This freaking game
sucks. Drop your shield.
Drop your pants.
Drop your shield. That's right. No, we've gone from smacking the monster with our hand to playing the game bareback. So
take off your pants and jacket.
That's it. No shield here, folks.
In that case,
The
the
Rough
monsters
Rider
pick up all
edition.
your clothes and offer them back. Please put these on.
Just put it on. Put it on. I'll let you live.
Get me out of here. Jane, get me off this crazy thing. All right, I'm going to make a final stand here. And I make my final stand.
Okay.
Yes, die,
Drop
you
your
son
shield
of a bitch.
And then save it. Save it.
Hold on. Son of a bitch, he got me.
Rick and Steve York, I sent you a little something in Discord there, relevant to our discussion.
Yeah, I did see that. Did you send it to Rick?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know where the hell I'm going. I just want to run like a scared bitch. Get me out of here. It's frickin' David Ladd's after me.
Grant.
God damn it, you demon David.
Grant Leighty, I accept your apology. Los Angeles Dodgers 4-0.
Ooh.
And I make my final stand. Come on. Yeah, if I was smart on that last time, I would have saved, but it happened so fast. Another dude came right up on me after I smacked that one dude. Die. Oh, F me. F me. F me. F me. I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Just come into a
Typing is so
way up
difficult.
here, then turn around, and then save it.
I'm just going to try to put enough distance between me and David Ladd as possible.
How many levels are in this game?
5.
5. We're on level 4 right now, and it's a bitch. And I make my final stand. Come on. Going down.
Yeah, I just saw that
in a
rainbow
blaze
cover.
of
So that will
glory.
not happen.
2031. Who knows?
Yeah.
That is alternate reality.
Son of a bitch.
Boy, they're
You got to put some hits into those guys.
I know.
persistent.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Going down. Oh, I'm coming back.
He's gonna get you.
It's the one-hit wonder here. Son of a bitch. I did save it, right?
I think you did a little bit ago.
Am I fading to black?
Yep, you gone.
Yep.
All right, I got to take a potty break and grab another beer, so I'm going to run a commercial break, and we'll be back after these words. Talk amongst yourselves. The topic is time to pee. We'll be back.
Topic is...
Hi, it's Chris Boyle, part of the CoCoTALK crew of people, and a lot of us are here down at the CoCo Fest, having a great time. It's the second day, and we're just about done, so you guys have to come out next year.
Can Stevie make it past level 4?
All right,
Technical difficulty brought to you by.
taking odds on this?
I would say no on this one.
It's getting pretty tough for it. Hey, do any of you ever drive, I'll say along I-80 out towards California ever?
No,
I have not.
Canada.
Well, what's her
I've
name?
done 70. I've done I-70.
Okay, well, we've got a new CoCo person that Jenna, that I think that's her name, wanted to monitor, and if someone were going by me, I'd donate a couple, but shipping them is just too expensive and too likely to get them damaged.
Yeah. Now you're up in Northern California, is that it?
I am in Nebraska, and she is. I think she's in LA.
No, she's in Palm Springs.
Oh, she's in Palm Springs. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the video stuck?
I do.
What the hell's going on with that
Oh, yeah.
video?
Yep. Your system
All right,
crashed.
well, video crash. All right, I'll be back 2 more seconds.
Mm-hmm. Did you shake it twice, Stevie?
If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
He's always playing with it, though.
Thought that was you.
But he still can't get past level 1.
That's why he's always playing with it.
Well, since we're doing retro tonight, I decided to look through some really old video game stuff from '79, the actual Nintendo machine called Space Fever. They were not above ripping another company off, even though to this day they keep suing people for ripping them off.
Oh yeah, they're like one of the worst now.
Yeah, it basically was Space Invaders,
But
and it's a direct rip-off of the game. Now they just changed a little bit of graphics. The only thing that's different is that in one of the levels, you don't have the creatures, they bounce from left to right and they keep going back and forth. Well, the first level does that. The second level, you have them a group on the far left and a group on the far right, and they bounce to, when they hit together, then they bounce backwards. Yeah, like that's going to keep them out of court. But, you know, they had to get in there because Space Invaders was so popular in Japan that they were running out of quarters.
Yeah, that was whatever type of yen they would use.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Stevie.
We're back.
My battery.
We're back. Holy crap.
Hey, Steve, do you want to race to the end, or?
Do I want to race to the
I'll
end?
start at level 1, and I bet I'm going to beat you.
Oh, okay, sure. Sure, why not?
That's not a challenge.
Don't kick me off, okay?
That's just shooting fish in a barrel at that point.
Yep.
He'll just rage quit.
Well, I'm down to my last beer, so when this beer is done, I'm done. So we will.
Or you can finish up. We can do another one, and I'll like I'll run it all through. So, is that Space Fever right here?
What did you say, Jim? James?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was just watching that same video that somebody posted in the chat area for Zoom.
Yep. Yeah.
That's why I brought it up. No, I was just looking at some old games. I was looking at one that was called, where is it? Space Firebird. Mainly.
Space Firebird. So that's a Pontiac car in outer space?
Yeah.
Maybe Musk put up another car.
Yeah.
Who
I'll
is
tell
it?
you one thing. While the graphics aren't elaborate, the sound is.
Sorry about that.
Okay, here comes. Oh, here's a F face coming up. God damn it!
Or shield.
Who was mentioning the monitors to Jenna?
That was
Different ever.
me. Yeah, she was interested in the green screen and an Amber. I'm not quite ready to say goodbye to my old Amber monitor, but I would definitely.
Is this the same portal down, or is there a different portal?
What's that?
God damn it!
You,
This freaking face
Drop your
is here.
shield and hit him.
I killed his son of a bitch ass. There we go.
Yeah, you're getting stronger.
That's either a hail flask or an AB flask, whatever you call it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if that's a demon or a flasher.
If you can type a use right if you happen to survive. I doubt you will, but...
Oh.
Boom. And I make my final stand. All right. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I can't tell you just exactly how bad this CoCo keyboard sucks. But it's pretty freaking bad. So should I use it?
Well, that flask
Does
slows
that
your
give you
heartbeat
strength?
down. That's what it does.
Son of bitch shit. Guy still got me.
Wow, Space Firebird looks like what? Galaxians on meth.
Galaxians on meth. Oh man. On meth.
If you want to see a pretty weird one, look at Halley's Comet. Graphics weren't bad on, but I don't know. The color schemes at times gets a little weird.
Is there a limit to how many objects you can carry?
No.
I'm sure there is.
There's got to be a limit. There's only so much memory in the CoCo.
Well, there's only a limit on however many objects are in the actual game.
All right.
Son of a bitch. All right, I've got it saved right here though, so I'm just gonna haul ass. Haul ass, haul ass, haul ass.
Hit him about 10 times or so, and then just.
Yeah, while he's picking up stuff, weaken him a bit first, then run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then save your flasks when you're actually running and your heartbeat's going too fast. You can slow it right back down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already freaking here. Freaking douche monger. Yeah, get me out of, get me the hell out of
Turn
here.
around. You're
I'm not turning
you're
around,
in a
I'm
pretty
hauling
long
ass.
corridor right now. Don't go down there.
2 years from now, when Steve gets good at machine language, he's going to redo this game and make it so he could win.
All he has to do is find the magic pokes.
Well, on the PC version, which I have somewhere, There are a lot of commands that they added to the PC version. You could make yourself invincible in the game. There's a command to do that.
I've never found that.
I'm just saying.
It's just easier because your keyboard's a lot quicker, and that lag's not there.
This freaking devil bitch is right up my freaking tail. Go away, devil bitch. Be gone with you.
By the way, Mr.
Power of Christ compels you.
Hey, was there ever a somewhat clone of Satan's Hollow for the CoCo?
Not that I'm aware of.
This is it right now.
I think it was like on Atari or Nintendo, maybe.
It just never was that popular in arcade for somebody to sit down and make the game, usually. It wasn't one of the best Valley Midway sellers.
Steve did a review on that one, didn't he?
Satan's Hollow? I don't think so.
I thought you did. I was thinking another...
I don't remember ever playing that game, honestly. God, this guy just won't go away. Freaking dingleberry.
If you kill him, he'll go away.
He's following you around. You got too much stench on you.
One hit and my freaking heart's going. I'm going down.
According to Wikipedia,
Does that mean Stevie needs a bath?
They could smell the beer.
Yeah, I think one of the problems with Satan Hollow when it did come out in the arcade, it was using one of the new systems that Valley Midway created for graphics, and it was fairly expensive.
Yeah, it had a lot of moving sprites at a time and stuff, and
yeah, I think it was the same system they're using when they developed Tron and later Journey.
Okay,
it was kind of a high-res graphic system, and it was more expensive because hey, it had more memory in it.
One hit wonder. Boom.
It says
Taking me
Commodore
out.
64 and Atari 8-bit.
1981.
Well, the Atari 8-bit version wasn't released until recently. It was to a kind of a testing phase, I think, and then somebody found the cart in a drawer at Atari, and along with a bunch of others, and then they were selling it, and then somebody went back and I think they finished it.
Jenna says, I grew up in a super religious family, so going to the arcade and playing Satan's Hollow was being a rebel. The devil's in those video games.
Yep.
Satan's Hollow is the devil.
Yeah.
Pac-Man is the
I
devil.
like Satan's Hollow, and Satan's Hollow likes me.
I do remember when Satan Hollow came out, you could only find it in maybe about a handful of arcades in your local area. It was just like, you know, it wasn't like Pac-Man where every arcade had several machines. It just didn't sell.
I can't remember where I even got to play it.
Well, you know, do you remember the old Journey video game?
You know, I've never even seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I think wasn't there a cassette deck in that game or something?
Yep, they had a cassette deck because if you got all the instruments, the band played a concert for you.
Don't stop believing.
And each video game came with a certificate where you could get one more tape if it ever broke. It was a continuous loop cassette with a little metal tag on it, so it would play a loop and stop.
Like an 8-track tape almost.
Yeah. Well, there was one video game that was like Shark Attack or something that came out with it, an 8-track, and it would make sounds of people screaming and stuff like that.
An 8-track. Oh no.
Yep, 8-track.
People screaming though. That reminds me of that arcade game Chiller that got banned in a lot of arcades.
Yeah.
That thing was awesome.
Man.
Yeah, I remember going to the company. We were looking for games to, to do to the PCs when I was at DataSoft. We went there.
What is this? Damn
I
it!
think the
There's
company's
another
name
one.
was Pacific Novelty or something. And yeah, we got this great game we want to show you. And the key thing about it was that 8-track playing the attacking, the people screaming when they got eaten. And we asked them if they've received it. Oh yeah, we receive letters all the time about we should pull this game. We just know that the game's doing well with the more letters we get.
Publicity is good publicity.
You got it. They were proud of the fact that they had these nice gory sounds in there, because it wasn't just like it was like a guy.
Buddhist
guy you knew was being eaten by a shark.
That sounds like Chiller. Actually, that does remind me of Chiller.
Keep those cards and quarters coming.
Yep.
See, I'd like to see Chiller ported to the CoCo to use the Dicom phaser gun. That would be awesome.
And of course, in the game, you played the part of the shark.
In the chat, Militant Buddhist said Satan's Hollow was badass. That this was down at the Piggly Wiggly by my Mima's house. It's like, I don't remember where I played it. It wasn't at like Aladdin's Castle or the major arcade.
It was found usually in the more larger hardcore arcades where they need a variety of machines.
Okay, there's the sword.
Uh-oh.
Drops a sword.
There's the big guy.
Is that sword going to be any better than what I had? No?
Not from the night, no.
Not if it's being wielded by a
wood sword or an iron sword.
I do know in my main emulator, which I got to get up and running on my more modern computer, I've got Satan's Hollow along with about another 200 or 300 arcade games.
Yeah, I just kind of liked it. It had kind of cool music. It was okay.
David, Steve? Oh, not now.
I hate that frickin' guy. Hate him.
He doesn't seem to like you either.
Good evening, Steve.
Hey, what's going on there, Barry?
I noticed your video is reversed from the normal Dungeons of Daggorath.
We're on level 4. The even numbers are inverted. He's here. He is on my tail.
Do you have anything in your backpack?
Not much.
Die, you puny human.
Man, they're just after you.
It shows you how long it's been since I've even been off level 1, because I forgot.
This guy is just relentless. You are relentless, Sir Douche-a-lot.
He likes you.
I threw a link into the YouTube chat with some screenshots from Chiller if you guys want to see that arcade game.
God damn it, you got me. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yes, you got me.
I think he wants to invite you for dinner. Unfortunately,
is that Kuyan? We
gotcha. Megabug.
Oh, that's right. Yep. God, that was a terrible game because you could never get through the maze because there's so many freaking dots.
You know, I rolled that score over 4 times once. It got hard.
No way.
That's also found in David Ladd's basement when you get lost.
What, Megabug?
Yeah, we gotcha.
We gotcha.
What was the maximum score? It was like only 4 digits or something like that.
Uh-oh.
If only we had access to the author.
Yeah.
All right, Grant. It's 4-3 now. I apologize to you in advance of potentially losing.
Are there any more BBS systems still up in the dial-up?
Why is my frickin' keyboard not working? Oh, son of a bitch, he's here. There's two of these bitches.
Yeah, Rob, there have been some that have been restarted. Yeah, you can connect via Telnet.
In the CoCo,
So you can only do that though. I guess. So.
Actually, Ron Delvaux can probably.
God damn,
talk to
this
you about
keyboard sucks.
I used to love the. You could download stuff and chat. I mean, it was messages. It was like pretty much free internet. You know, pretty cool.
Yep, FidoNet too. If you were on that with the echoes.
All right, yeah, I can't drunk type anymore.
I don't think the drinking had anything.
Could you type to begin with?
Just admit it, Stevie. You suck.
Rob, another reason to get a CoCo 3 is there's something called Twilight Terminal by Stockmaster that has full ANSI support, and you'd be able to see those BBSs the way they were intended.
Really? Yeah, and Roger Taylor's got a new one as well that does that. Actually, calling it. It's actually got downloads of protocols and stuff too, which Twilight Term does not have. I think you need to calm down there, Steve. Since you want to do a Halloween theme at some point here, you should play Fangman again. So many bad puns you can get through.
There's also several terminal programs that run under OS 9 that work quite well.
All right, we have a rule on After Dark. We don't talk about OS 9 and After Dark. This is it.
Besides,
you've been warned. I have a hang up button.
besides it, that integrates quite nicely with DriveWire.
DriveWire, TTL.
Yep, so that means that
ESP.
See, only David can talk about DriveWire.
You can access Telnet BBSs that way. You can pretend it's not OS 9. You just sort of set the disk up so it boots you straight into the terminal program, and you never know.
Right.
Hold on, where's that mute button? Did somebody? Oh, he's already been muted. Okay. Yeah, you were warned. There's no OS 9 talk. After
Okay,
dark.
fine. Nitrous 9 then.
Especially
it sucks just as bad too.
Yeah.
You know Nick Marentes is here, and you know he's sensitive about that.
we really, as a community, we really need to make sure we take strides to not post or do content that might offend other community members. So,
well,
so you got to take After Dark off the air, is what you're saying, or what?
All right, that's it. I'm offended.
Well, I was going to say, plus when you find new hosts too.
Yeah. Well, listen, you get what you pay for. Yeah, I'm done with Daggorath. You want to suggest a different game, Curtis? You were saying?
Try Fangman. That one's a bit easier, and it's Halloween themed. So.
Hold on.
Really offend people on a Daggorath vein. You talk about Castle of Tharagad.
No.
Curtis, I think we need to go easier. I think we need to play some Sesame Street.
Cooking Monsters or something. Yeah.
Donald Duck's Playground.
Tharagad would be a good one. Just to compare it. With
What's that?
Tharagad. I've never actually seen it. I've got a.
I actually never have either.
No,
so
I mean, now that we've played Daggorath, let's play the other side.
If you think the controls in Daggorath suck, Stevie, you're gonna hate Daggorath.
Yeah, that's a bad game.
Winnie the Pooh's fun.
A bad game that could have been a really good game.
All the other talk stuff.
It is, yeah. The problem is the user interface is horrendous.
Yeah.
Well, as far as Winnie the Pooh goes, it's just taking a dump.
Do Grover's like magic number munch or something. Do you remember they had like they had like cassette tapes like Grover and Big Bird. Do you remember all those?
I remember this.
The graphics are nice, but of course, it's using CoCo 3 graphics. But having to move around and click with a joystick like a mouse is just not.
All right, so what am I supposed to do here?
Pull your torch and light it.
You get the same torch.
Where's my torch? A deadly spider
you have to
attacks
click on your backpack,
Where is
I think, first?
A deadly spider attacks. Wooden torch. All right, how do I use my torch?
That looks like
Damn,
torture.
if I can remember.
I think you got to use it.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, I think you have to select one of the hands.
Hand icons, yeah.
Oh, you can
Attack
slap
left,
you can
you
slap the
miss.
spider
Oh,
right
do I have
now.
to say get?
Yeah, you have to do it in a certain order and crap. Like maybe left hand, then your
Yeah, you
backpack.
killed the
Attack left, you kill it. Okay. So I'm gonna say this must be pick up. Please select a hand.
No, I think that's use. So, or maybe not. I can't remember.
All right, I'm gonna officially say this game sucks
it
balls.
does.
All right,
There.
so-
Oh,
does.
it does.
Yeah, that's maybe an understatement.
All right, so let's give me another game to play.
Try Fang Man. You've played it before, so you're familiar with it already.
Yeah.
Glendathu.
That's got keys he's got to remember, though. That'll never work.
Forest of Doom.
We could do that. There's Fang Man.
The Florist of Bloom. Hang on.
Oh.
Switch
Where's
your
the color?
What?
There
I
you
gotta
go.
flip my switch.
Sound chip.
All right, remind me what I'm supposed to do here. We are supposed to chase
Kill the
we are
humans
supposed
and
to
use your bats as help. You can't run over crosses. You can hold down the joystick button to inverse, and you can go through 3 crosses before you turn back. And avoid the sun as well. And the sun will track you if you see
Avoid
in a
the
hallway.
sun.
Looks like Tutankhamun or whatever almost. The maze.
And that's the
Yeah,
sun,
and it'll
right?
track you if it can see you on an open hallway.
It's coming at you.
And when 2 humans cross, they make another cross too to pick in your way.
And how do I inverse
Hold
myself?
down the button
Hold
for a
down the
couple
button?
seconds.
Son of a bitch! I thought I could get 3 of these things.
You can only do 3 crosses and then it runs out.
Now this is the same guy who made the picnic game, right? With the ants.
Yeah.
El Bandito.
No, yeah. Well, El Bandito, yes.
Okay, I got one of those sons of bitches. Now I have 2
Yeah,
bats.
every time you kill a human, you get an
Yeah.
extra bat. They turn into a bat. basically.
You little bitch. All right. Nice. Oh, what the hell happened?
You got a free man.
Oh, I thought they dropped the cross on me. Oh, I made a new level.
Yeah, Steve's not used to going to the next level.
Now, looks like he made a few levels in Dungeons of Daggorath there.
I freaking inverted myself.
They must have 2 humans crossing each other and they were just constantly creating crosses, would be my guess.
Jackasses.
You can also trap them in a dead end too if you can get a human into a dead end. And you don't even need the bats.
Yeah, true. So this is using quadruple buffering, right?
I don't think this is using any double buffering at all.
I know. I've been... But now the coffins, I picked
bonus
those up,
points,
right?
yeah. 2 bats crossing give you that.
Is there a timer on this?
The bonus timer, yeah.
Look at that. All right.
I like the way the back of the guy's got a high collar.
Yeah, is a yuppie or something. That's...
Yeah. At least he doesn't have a man bun.
You seem to gain on him. You have to trap him, wait till they reverse.
Okay, you're saying I can get 3 crosses?
3, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, now there's my son of a bitch. There's my there's the frickin' sun.
And he's got a widow's peak, doesn't he?
Children of the light. Yes. So no, I can't do any more inversing on this lifetime.
I don't believe so. You can try, but I don't think so.
No, not working.
Well, if you move a little bit further forward, you could have got that human. But now you got the sun.
Stop the humanoid. Stop the intruder. Yeah, so...
Nah, just invite them to dinner.
Oh, you can...
I won't.
Come on, get the guys.
Of course, you don't have to tell them they are the dinner.
This one's trapped. Okay, so we will get him.
Now you have an extra bat to help you.
We will watch his career with great interest. Yes. So, come on. Oh, son of biscuit. Okay, he's trapped. Let me go around. Take the long way around if I have to. I will get you. I will kill you.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm stuck. The sun. Yeah. I was stuck between the sun and a cross. So. Fangs a lot. I love that.
Is that like being stuck between a rock and a hard place?
Yeah, it's very similar.
Sun and a cross place.
Almost down to my last guy. We had talked about doing another, like a Black Sanctum or something like that. I don't know if we're gonna have time to do that tonight, but we
yeah,
can.
Black Sanctum by Mark Data Products, the graphic version.
Yeah.
There's a walkthrough on the web too, so you could cheat if you actually want to win it.
Never.
This game could really drive you bats.
I'm coming. Where'd my bat go? Speaking of bats. All right, so I've used up my three crosses. This is my last dude, so I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get to those humans there. There's kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you get incredibly lucky and they walk into a dead end or something. Actually, you can't get to that dead end. Never mind.
There's one. Come on. You can do it. Oh.
Man, I needed to be put out of my misery anyway, so.
There's something you don't see every day, Stevie getting a high score.
Yes. By the way, you're looking at the CoCo SDC running on a Color Computer 3 connected via the switcheroo cable, the world's leading RGB to SCART solution. So where were we? Give me a Black Sanctum.
Yeah.
Want to try Black Sanctum? Is that on the CoCo SDC? Hopefully.
Should be. I think it has both versions, the original text version and the graphic. You want the graphic one?
One of these days, I've got to buy one of the slickly, nicely, produced cables that, rather than the prototype that I've got here, which, well, is ugly but works.
All right, so what would Black Sanctum
Probably
be
under Sanctum. S.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right.
Oh, can't you just hit S and it jumps ahead? I thought it did.
Yeah. How come you don't have SDCX 0.50?
Because I haven't updated. What's the command? Oh, EXP?
Yeah. Not
no.
All right. Because there's too many games, so I had to break them into different subfolders. Because I think it only gets like in the CoCo 2, there's just too many. How do we go up one now? How do I get back?
Shift up.
Shift and arrow.
Yeah.
If you do
Okay,
a Shift
so
H, it also put up the help.
Yeah, it puts up help. I was just going to mention that.
Okay. All right, so this would be SA for Sanctum.
Yeah.
Sanctum and Sanctum T.
Sanctum
so
T is
Sanctum T is
text,
probably the
guessing,
text.
Mark Data.
Now, are we going to be lucky and we have the right colors in this one? Because we're on a CoCo 3. Well, we got no colors. So how about we do this? Let's do the flip
switch.
of a switch. Look at that.
Now, it's not going to tell you if it's the right color.
Yeah, well, usually red. That screen needs to be red when you see that screen. All right, the Black Sanctum by Stephen O'Day. And
that was
Bob
part of their
Withers.
copy protection because you didn't know how to get the right colors unless you had the manual.
Oh.
No, the colors are wrong. Son of bitch.
You got to reset with F1.
F1.
I was just going to ask if
Which
you were
you
in
have
the
to do that
program to come
before
up
you
to a
probably
blue
start.
Yeah, so when you do the F1, it comes up kind of purplish.
That's the alternate composite set.
Beautiful composite colors.
Composite.
Mm.
All right, so we want Sanctum. Sanctum? Damn near killed him. All right. Now this screen is blue.
There you go. That's the proper one.
Okay, so you want blue text on the white background, huh?
Yep. And the red banner.
This is version 1.2. Okay. I'm in a rugged mountain country. Snow is falling. Obvious directions are north, south, and west. I see pine trees. I see a cabin in the distance.
I see trees of dreams.
I see skies of blue.
I can't remember if you do a go cabin or if you actually have to walk to it with one of those directions.
How about we say, David Ladd sent me. What does that do? I don't understand. David Ladd sent me.
Tell him David Ladd sent you.
It
I
does
don't understand
understand
what the
full swearing, if I remember correctly. But
Now it's cursing
Yeah.
back at you. See, I was getting it even with you there, Steven.
Okay, so go cabin?
I think, yeah.
I'm in the cabin. I'm outside the rustic mountain cabin. Snow is falling.
Down east.
I get a shovel. Okay, open door. Go door. Ooh, isn't this pretty? We got animation.
One thing I liked about this game that for me was quite an achievement was that these did, like Sands of Egypt and Dallas Quest, did animated scenes and stuff, but this all fit on cassette. This loaded into 32K RAM, and that's all you needed to do. You didn't need to drive at all.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive compression.
Jug of wine. Get wine. We're going to get liquored up. I'm in the living room of a mountain cabin. I see a large wooden door, a flight of stairs, a fireplace. Look, fire. It's made of large stones with wood.
Pee in the fireplace.
Try examining the mantle.
I don't understand pee and fire. Hey, I found something. I see
Just type look
nothing
by itself,
special.
and it'll update the room description.
By the way, don't make s'mores in Ron Delvaux's living room fireplace.
Yeah.
Matches.
Just a side note.
Now, if I type in iron inventory, is that going to tell me what I have? I've got a shovel. I've got a butterfly net. A jug of wine.
Well, you can use the
better than
butterfly
a
net to
box of
catch
one.
David.
Yeah, cuckoo.
Oh, wait a minute. At this point, you've got matches, a fireplace, and a jug of wine. What else do you need? You can sell
Yeah, you got a
that.
party here at this point.
I don't drink anything less than
Climb stairs, maybe? I can't remember.
Now, there's
for fuck's
okay.
sake.
Can I save? Ready tape recorder and hit it. Oh, have I just screwed myself? Or is it actually going to try to save?
It'll try to
not
save and
knowing
just
if there's
not,
anything?
I think.
Yeah, just go ahead, hit
Okay.
enter, and it'll take
It's going to think it's recording to a cassette. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I need to take another potty break. I don't know if my commercial's working. Let me see if the commercial works here real
Will
quick.
she stay there?
Okay. I certainly hope so.
Not the
I
apple.
think David gave her a roofie. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go potty. I'll be right back.
Ditto.
Oh, babe.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me. It's Original Gamer Stevie Stroh. You know, gameplay. To get your copy of a Gameplay Goodness Color Computer Gaming DVD today, head on over to 8bit256.com. There you will find several DVDs featuring color computer gameplay videos by the Original Gamer Stevie Stroh. So to get your very own copy of a Gameplay Goodness Color Computer Gaming DVD,
Testes,
head on
1,
over
2,
to the
testes.
Retro Swag Shop at 8bit256.com and tell them the Original Gamer Stevie
Can I
Stroh
have
sent
some
you.
first?
Let the Radio Shack TRS-80 put the world of color computing into your
This is like deja vu all over again with these commercials, huh?
any color TV into an
Yep.
exciting game
Yep.
arcade. There's more. The color computer is an educational aid. A home
It's an educational aid.
to-the-minute electronic information service.
I love how he's looking stuff up online just to write it down on paper. That is so.
Well, actually, well, you know, the price of the CoCo back then, you couldn't afford a printer.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
the price of printers alone, you couldn't afford printers until they came up with the idea, hey, we'll make money off the inkjet cartridges.
All right. Okay, we see David Ladd's date who's been given a roofie.
Double fisted.
What's going on here?
Steve?
Obvious directions are down. I'm in a closet doorway, a bed, a flight of stairs, a young woman.
Go hide in the closet.
Okay, hold on. Now the directions are down, and there's a woman here. Can I say?
You can examine.
Go down on woman. Well, let me do that.
Oh my gosh.
No, you have to play Madame Rose's massage parlor for that.
They're saying examine woman.
Ah, okay. We gotta get to know her first. She is quite pretty with long dark hair. She appears to be in a trance. There's a note clutched in her hand.
Get note? Yeah.
A note. Look. Note.
No, kiss her first.
It says they're after me. Remember, invocare episcorpus.
Remember, you're going to have to type that in later.
Yeah, write that down.
Oh, really? So I have to be like that guy in the commercial and be writing stuff down on a pad of paper?
You got it.
You bought the printer.
Hold on.
Or you can grab a screenshot and just save it on your desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my quick window snipping tool here real quick.
We didn't have that back in the day.
We also didn't have multi-gigahertz processors or multi-gigs of RAM either.
Yeah, we didn't
And
have,
you would have had to get a Polaroid, wait for a minute for it to develop, and then you'd continue on.
we didn't have 6 people telling
Okay,
what to do.
so. All right, so now. So somebody says I should type "kiss woman," and I guess that's that's the beauty, what a Sleeping Beauty type thing, right? So do I do that?
Try it.
Good old Snow White.
If it comes up and says "me too," you're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
You might be able to go in the closet too.
Closet? Yep.
You'll probably find David in there.
Oh,
I have gone in the closet. Okay. You see a full-length mirror, a hooded robe. Look, mirror. It looks like an antique. Get mirror. It's beyond my power to do that. Look, was it robe or what was it? A hoodie?
Robe.
I see a full-length mirror. I get a robe. So should I look robe? There's a strange-looking emblem on the sleeve.
Can you move that mirror? Is it a secret door or something?
It's an inverted pentacle.
You're playing with tentacles now.
Oh,
what was that?
Can you get the robe?
I assume it's on a hanger. You probably could.
I can't carry anymore. I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have
Well,
the
if you take
power.
a screenshot of that note, you don't need the note anymore.
How about wear the robe?
Yeah.
Because there's a mirror there.
Burn the robe with the matches.
It looks like an antique.
I don't think you should do this yet, but if I remember correctly, you can walk through the mirror.
Yeah, I was about to say go mirror.
Bad luck. Ooh, everything spins around me and suddenly I'm elsewhere. Okay. I hit break mirror. I'm in a strange place. My body feels paralyzed. Oh no, David Ladd just gave me his...
you got the other roofie now.
I was stuck there for 7 years.
He gave me his Bill Cosby cocktail. Try the Jello pudding. It's real good.
This is where the note comes in handy.
Now you've done messed things up. You had it all set. You had a jug of wine. You had a woman laying on the bed. You had a hot, nice fireplace going.
Now you're just roofied in a dark room by yourself.
Yep.
Oh, we messed up the date, Stevie. Messed up the date.
Typical
Well,
Saturday.
all right, well, if I'm going to be stuck here with a naked man, I might as well drink the wine.
Why don't you say go mirror?
It tastes like burgundy.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Light a match.
Invocare Episcopus.
Oh, is that Invocare Episcopus? Okay, I'm
Look at
somewhere
that.
else. But did I lose my wine? I still have my jug of wine.
Okay, at least you can be happy later.
In Latin, it means invoke the bishop.
Use robe.
Go west to exit the closet.
Go west.
I think
Okay.
you have to wear the robe.
I tried that. It says I'm carrying it.
Maybe drop the robe and then wear the robe.
Ooh.
How about use robe?
Adventure games.
Please do not drop your robe.
I've done that. Goddamn spacebar not working.
It worked for Harvey Weinstein.
Looks like it took your robe because you dropped it and then you wore it and it picked it back up and it's in your inventory again.
It's a hooded robe, yeah.
Might have to go back outside and explore around a bit because there was a couple directions you can go outside.
Yeah, it looks like we went east to get to the cabin. So.
All right, so you're saying don't mess around with the mirror right now, right?
Yeah, but remember you have to do
Not
some other
wearing
things
the
first.
robe properly. When you go through the mirror, you will be caught on the other side.
Right. Steve, before you leave this room, oh, too late.
Well,
I was going to say, try that enchantment that you found on the robe.
That was on the note.
Yeah, on the note.
nothing happens.
It got you out of the mirror. You just can't hit
Keep
that
her down, I
sleep,
think.
can you?
Have you tried wear robe?
Yeah,
He's
I
wearing
did.
it.
I see a large wooden door, directions west.
Try the mirror again.
You should be able to just put the single letter for the direction too, like N for north. You don't think you have to type the whole thing.
It has been suggested to try the mirror again wearing the robe.
Wearing the robe.
Well, you were kind of wearing the robe before we.
We'll try it again.
Examining it.
Try it. All right, somebody asked if I'm using an emulator, and no, I'm not. I'm using a Color Computer 3 with a switcheroo cable. Look mirror. It looks like an antique.
Right there.
Yeah, breaker or go mirror. One of the two.
Open.
Go mirror. Yeah.
Go mirror.
Oh, son of bitch. Ooh, see, this is different. This is different.
Because you're wearing.
I'm in a
because
long
you're wearing the
corridor.
robe.
Obvious directions are south. I see a full-length mirror. Look in the mirror. Oh, who is this? A figure in a black robe is approaching. He nods and continues on
Only
his way.
'cause you're
he
wearing the
saw
robe.
me. Because I'm wearing
you
the robe.
weren't,
It's like,
you
what's up,
would
bro?
I caught you before.
Okay. All right, so that's one of my fellow psychopath friends, I take.
Yeah, one of your fellow David Ladds.
All right. All right. My fellow David Ladd. So my only choice now is to go
South
south
or go mirror. That's the only two options you have at this point.
It's probably
and go mirror.
probably a Nitrous 9 user.
Just ask for south, I think, Steve.
I'm in a long, narrow corridor. Obvious directions are north, east, and west. I see a large wooden door, a bronze plaque.
And you left the front door open.
P-O-A-Q-U-E. Says Sebastian Monastery, 1739. Ooh, the door is locked. A rat scurries past my feet.
I think it was Grant.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Obvious directions north, south, and west.
Now, are you making a map as you go through and do this?
No, of course
absolutely not. No. Maps are for losers. All right. So there's a flight of stairs. Oh, it's David Ladd. All right. I see a grumpy old
That's
man. That could be
definitely
any
David.
one of us. That could be Al Hartman for all we know. Obvious directions are down. I see a grumpy old man, a flight of stairs, a ring of keys, garden shears, a handsaw.
Bring your keys.
The old man won't let me. He says, I'm the caretaker. You better leave. They won't like strangers.
What are you doing in my attic?
Give wine to old man. Oh, he went away. The old man grabs wine and shut. I knew it. It's an old guy. Old guys like wine. Hey, you get off my lawn there, well, whippersnapper.
If they wanted to make it more true, it should have been White Lightning.
Moonshine.
If I remember correctly, the first 4 letters of each word is all you need for the Mark data ones.
All right. So, do I need the matches?
You don't need no stinking matches.
Only if you want to set something on fire later.
Yeah.
I can't see. I can't carry anymore. So there's a saw and there's shears here, but I can't carry anything else.
Well, if you unlock that door, you shouldn't need the keys anymore afterwards, right?
Okay.
Yeah, need to go back to the
know.
door and use the keys.
Just D.
Huh.
But can he find locked door?
Oh.
Oh, now we're in trouble. Steve has to read.
I have found something.
It's a hidden.
An old manuscript. I don't have it. Well, I'm not going to be able to get it either because my inventory is full.
I'll just drop something, grab it, and then read it because you probably won't need to keep it.
Look, bookcase again.
Yeah, sometimes they have more than one object on some of these things.
Hey, I found something. A parchment. I don't have it. I'm going to drop the net. It's a Bach fugue.
Do I need it?
Do I need it?
I honestly don't remember. I haven't played this game in a long time.
You need everything.
Unless you can find a
You need
pipe
every-
organ, I don't think it's going to do anything.
All right, so I'm going to drop the parch. Go drop. Drop parch. What was the other thing that was here?
You hear chanting, though. Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, you're hearing chanting.
A lot of the writing has faded. Here's an interesting entry. June 8th, 1781. The bishop has succumbed to the plague. He has been laid to rest in the crypt, and his brothers have elected to close the monastery.
It's spacebar.
Yes, rat scurries by. Okay, so what am I in? What am I carrying? I'm gonna drop menu. And I'm gonna get net. Do I need the net? I don't know. All right. What are my directions? East, south. Okay.
Why don't you unlock?
Unlock door. It's open. Drop keys. Go door. Ooh, see, this is now where I need the pipe organ.
There's a pipe organ.
There's an old Praetorius with 32 stops. A rat scurries past my feet.
Now you need the Bach
Okay.
manuscript to go.
Now I need the manuscript.
I didn't know there.
Is it east?
I didn't know there was a pipe organ in this.
A figure in a black robe is approaching. He nods. Sup, bro? Sup? Sup? Was it south or north?
Apparently, as long as you're wearing the right type of hoodie.
All right, so I need the fugue thing. Directions are north, east.
This is why you need a map.
Yeah, screw the map.
Sleeping
All right,
old man.
here's a drunk old man.
Jug.
All right.
There's something in the corner there. Oh, it's a jug.
Boy, you got a lot of
You
rats
had
screaming
it
by your
all
feet.
set. You had a room with a fireplace and a sleeping woman, and you know, and you
And
had
now you're following passed out drunks in the basement of a monastery.
You gave the wine to this guy. You're out of wine. Now what are you going to do?
Oh.
Stevie, is there any game that you can play?
So how do we get the boards off the doorway? The shovel? Or one of the tools up the stairs where the keys were? The saw.
It is a wooden boards nailed to it. Saw. Okay.
Need the saw.
That could be. I don't remember where that fugue thing was.
It's the bookcase.
I hear
It's in
chanting.
the bookcase.
By the bookcase, yeah.
I know, but I don't remember where it was.
That's why you need to do a map.
Yeah, that's what we made a map.
There we go. Okay. I for inventory.
Parchment.
You need to get the parchment.
In a parchment in a pear tree. Okay. And now when I look at my inventory.
Need the matches for the lantern. Eventually.
Okay. And now which way do I go? I need to go east or south? North.
Now you got to find that door that you unlocked. There it is.
There we go.
What's there for the door?
Okay.
Just try play organ, maybe.
Yeah, or use organ.
What should I play? Bach fugue.
Yeah.
It makes a magnificent sound. Hey, the organ moved. Ooh.
Just a reminder: there is no sound chip in this Bella computer.
Yeah. A secret passage.
You probably can't play if you don't have the manuscript of the fugue.
In a game like this, though, they easily could have added a few notes of music there.
Could have.
I know they're pretty pressed to fit it in 32K with no disk access.
Definitely.
It looks like it is. It's made of salt. Okay.
Now they've shown you the bird.
Ah, yeah.
Go opening. It's now pitch black. I can't see.
Your lantern.
Lantern.
If you proceed, you will likely be eaten by a ghoul.
It fell down and cracked my head. I'm dead. Interesting.
Well, you made 197
Yep. No, I'm not playing again. Interesting. I don't think I've ever played that game before, honestly.
So Black Sanctum?
Yep.
The Black Sanctum.
Originally came out as a text only adventure in 81 for 16K, and then I think 2 years later it came out with the graphic version for 32.
It took me forever to solve that game because there was a conditional flag. If you didn't type in the full command of play Bach Fugue and you just put play Bach, it wouldn't work. You couldn't actually get the boards off the door.
Oh.
And I actually asked the guy who I bought my last ever CoCo up, who ran a local computer club. He said, no, you've got to put the whole command. Then I finally solved it.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody was pointing
See,
out you needed to use the matches to light the lantern.
Which command was that you had to type in the whole thing for?
Play Bach Fugue.
It wouldn't work otherwise.
It worked just for Steve. I think you just typed play.
Yeah, but it might not let me win the game, is what he's saying.
Go
There's
through the
some.
door with the boards on it, though. Do you use the saw on the boards, or what do you use on the boards?
I honestly don't remember. I have to look up the cheat.
If he died, there's a claw hammer.
There's a claw hammer. Ah, okay. That would make more sense.
All right. Well, what about? Can you think of any other CoCo game worth playing?
Don't forget, these are all those games from Mark Data are available on My Abandonware, but you'll need a DOSBox emulator to play them on your PC.
Yeah, they made PC ports of them in 84 for CJ.
What else is a good CoCo game in the spirit of Dungeons of Daggorath?
You did the playthrough with the Asylum one.
Well, you could start up OS9 and play Rogue.
Simbot's Revenge. That was a.
We don't do OS9 on CoCoTALK at
No OS9 After Dark.
Just pretend it's just a Rogue game.
What else?
Phantom Slayer is kind of similar in some ways, but
Rogue is actually a very good game.
Oh,
Phantom Slayer?
Phantom Slayer. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Is that with a? That's with a P,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not F for Phantom. Oh, I got a request for Tut's Tomb from Perry.
Yeah, it's another adventure game.
Donkey.
Phantoms. Will it work? Is Phantom Player only keyboard?
Yeah. 4 arrow keys, the space bar to fire, and the enter key to use the teleporter if you're energized. And numbers.
See this. So this is an example of right now. This is RGB mode, right? So this is a CoCo on RGB, and the color actually in this game here it doesn't look that bad, but that's what it's supposed to look like, right?
No, I'm waiting for it.
The Phantom Slayer. So what are the keys, Curtis?
The 4 arrow keys move and turn, both forward and back, and turn left, turn right. 1 to 6 sets your proximity detector, which is how many squares away you can hear a phantom if they're moving. If you get energized with that green square you see on the demo right now, then you can hit the enter key and you'll zap back to the middle, and you can see a map with the phantoms on them briefly. And you want Maze Type 1 because Maze Type 2 is a whole bunch of twists and turns.
All right, let's try it.
I'm out, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care, Chad. Select speed.
Maze Type 2.
T is for train, I think.
Yeah, 1 would be the easiest in this case. T is training mode. There's no phantoms, so.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the map.
Yep.
So if he selects Maze Type 2, he'll wander around the maze and wander into OS9 accidentally?
Yeah.
I got the manual right here.
What's that manual for?
Phantom Slayer.
All right, so what should I set the proximity? I just set the proximity to 6.
Where'd you
Yeah,
find
that's how many squares away you can hear the phantoms, so you can kind of gauge through walls how far away they are by dropping it down to a smaller number. But they will try to track you if they don't get blocked by walls.
Okay, what do I hit? So did I kill him?
Yep. And then when they,
It's
as it gets
just
harder, you got to
space
shoot
bar to
them
fire.
more often. You have to back up.
Yeah.
To back away from them.
It was the very first
And this is
3D
kinda-
game I ever played.
Yeah, big game.
It's kind of Daggorathy because you don't know where they are. You hear them as they're coming. They get bigger.
Daggorath has more variety of it.
What does that sound? Did that just kill me?
He got you from the side.
Son of
Actually,
a bitch.
you
I
get
didn't
the whole
see him.
lineup of all 3 of them coming at you from that side.
But Daggorath has more of a variety of different types of enemies, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It came out later, though, if I remember correctly. I bought Phantom Slayer in the summer of '82, if I remember. And Daggorath, I think, came out more closer to the end of the year.
Yes, this is the problem with CoCo 3 stuff, is that it defaults to RGB, and if this was, you know, unless you were able to type in RGB ahead of time to set the palette mode, you got these wonky colors. And in this game here, these wonky colors actually aren't that bad. It kind of sets a mood.
Yeah,
kind
so
of
the
dark.
blood red walls and or ceiling and floor.
So what are the colors supposed to be?
I think green and blue are... Actually, this is better than what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, it should be green, yellow, blue, and red.
This is the colors here.
Ah, with a flip of a switch.
With the flip of a switch, yes. Perry says Med System sounds like a dental pick company or something. Med System.
They changed their name to Screenplay afterwards, or they sold the rights to it. I can't remember how that worked, but that was right before they came out with Danger Ranger.
Sounds like Danger Stranger.
Stranger Danger.
I hear that son of a bitch.
This game always creeped me out when I was playing it at nighttime because you never know where he's coming, and then all of a sudden, boom!
Yep.
It's obviously
The best game I ever had took me over 2 hours to play. I think I ended up with 40 kills and 1,800 and some odd points, and I had a pattern
There he
run for a loop.
Get him.
There he is,
Kill
yep.
him.
Too late, he got me. Son of a bitch. All right, I'm done with Phantom Slayer. Next.
Stevie's definitely can't get past level 1.
Come on, let's fire up Rogue. Let's see you play Rogue.
I don't want to play Rogue.
No.
Rogue is it's text, 80 column text.
No, it's not actually. It's not text.
What about Finbot's Revenge?
It's actually well, it's 80 column, but it has graphics.
Yeah, I know what Rogue is. I'm just not interested. Fembots. Is Fembots graphical?
Yeah, it's a maze game, but I played it a couple weeks ago, but I don't remember the commands or anything. So it used to be really pretty good.
Spacebar to fire here too, if I remember correctly.
What am I firing against? What is that cross doing on the floor?
That's up and down or something, or what? Cross and X, one's up and one's down.
There's the bad guy.
Yeah, it's a Fembot.
Spacebar?
Yep, got him.
I killed a bitch.
And there's discs.
Doors
There's
locked.
discs on the walls you can get, and then you can use them to open certain doors, if I remember.
All right, so we're getting a request for Touch Tomb and Outhouse.
Outhouse is hilarious.
Outhouse was a good game. I like that.
I don't remember the controls in Outhouse.
It was easy. I think it was a Tom Mix game. You had toilet paper. You had to like.
Yeah, it was Computer Shack or Mictron, but yeah, it's keyboard or joystick. I think you can actually pick which one you want.
It's a hilarious game. You have to you're the aliens and you have to stop the humans from stealing the toilet paper.
Yeah, it was a good concept.
Yeah, back in the days when there was original games.
Yeah.
Originally a Model 1 game too actually got ported to the CoCo afterwards.
With a touch of humor.
If this screen is not red, press the reset button. If it's red, press the spacebar.
Looks orange.
Do you wish to use a joystick? Yes. Computer Shack. Fury by Computer Shack.
You set to shoot the aliens or something, right? Like.
Yeah. You got to shoot basically everything.
Oh, and they were stealing your toilet paper, right? Or
yeah.
And you have to like push the joystick in the direction that you want to fire, right?
Yeah, the controls are a little bit wonky to get used to.
Die, you son of a bitch.
And if they take all the rolls out of your outhouse there, then you die.
But I think the guys from above, if they come down and hit your outhouse, you die too, right? Like
yeah, the crushers or whatever they're called when they come in the later level. Yeah.
Aliens or whatever.
What is the 3 bombs
That's
thing?
a smart bomb that kills everything on the screen. I'm just trying to remember what the hell key it is. Clear or enter or something? I can't remember.
Too bad we don't have a resource to put that up.
Yeah.
If only there was a website that had information on color computer games.
Yeah.
If you guys find one, let me know.
Oh yeah, works.
Oh shit! The house just went straight to shit.
It is.
the outhouse went to the shitter.
Who's it with you and using my name?
Yeah, you can do 40. I think you can shoot at 45-degree angles too, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Right there. Quick, get your paper.
Come here, you paper thief. Oh, and that's already taken paper out, huh? So, now the paper's back. If I kill him before
if you
he
get the
leaves
squatters, the
screen
one that kind of hop when they go to the bathroom because they really have to go, they'll go and open the door and go inside, and they come out and you lose like 50 rolls or 50 sheets.
Freeze up.
Can you pass by the outhouse? Or it's always...
I got the green screen of death. Can you pass by the outhouse? What was the question, Mark?
Can you actually fly by the outhouse, or do you have to jump over? I don't.
Oh shit! He got me.
Yeah, the side saucers will start changing color if they're getting ready to shoot you. So
I don't think you can collide with the outhouse. Yeah, no. If you collide with the outhouse, that's bad.
Yeah. And don't shoot the outhouse.
You can't hurt out us by shooting at it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just getting ready to move too. That son of a bitch.
You can
got me.
shoot them though. And there's only so many per level, so after you kill them all, they'll come off.
Curtis, you beat Barry's score.
Woohoo!
Actually, my middle name is Curtis.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. My middle name is Curtis too, actually.
It's L. Curtis Boyle.
Double Back was a good game, and Death Trap. Do you remember that one? It was like a maze game.
Yeah, the tank.
Yeah. Death Trap was kind of cool.
Yeah.
What fits in with the theme, kind of Dungeons of Daggorath, kind of dungeon theme or whatever? I don't know. I guess it kind of doesn't matter. But there was a request for Touch Tomb. What was Touch Tomb? Was like a Tutankhamun game.
Tutankhamun. Yeah, Tutankhamun.
Similar
it's
to
an adventure game like Black Sanctum.
No, it's an arcade game.
Is it? Oh, maybe I got it confused with a different one then.
This is Mark Data Products. Can't remember the author's name.
Is this the one where does this need to be read?
Egypt. That's the one that's
Yeah, that would be.
F1's not switching. You said I could hold down F1 and hit reset, right?
Yeah, it should change.
There you go. Touch Tomb.
Sounds like Tom Mix's music.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is Mark Data,
Yeah.
right?
So how did they get away back in the day where they could like basically steal a game and just rename it a little bit?
Well, obviously, because the guy has a beard and the one in the arcade doesn't.
This is very, very similar to another game that's on the CoCo.
This is the hipster version.
A lot of the problem is you can copyright like individual character art, but you can't copyright the concept.
Okay. Obviously, the name, so you can. What about like Tom Mix's? What is it? The Joust game. Is it Lancer?
Lancer Spectral's Buzzard Bait is Tom Mix's.
Buzzard Bait, yeah.
I think part of the reason is the CoCo was a small enough system. I think it was under the radar of some of the bigger corporations to really caring about it.
Yeah, with a couple of exceptions. Berserk actually got some flack, so they had to change the name there a bit to Haywire. And Donkey King had to change to The King.
Donkey King was probably one of the best Donkey Kong emulators, if you will, back in the day. So,
yeah,
they had a lot of the levels that the other ones didn't.
And then some of the musical interludes and.
Yeah.
This is really reminding me of another game, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Well, the same author did the
Shock Trooper.
V for Vendetta game, Shock Trooper.
Yeah, and then there's also Tutankhamun by Dave Edson by Aardvark.
Yep.
What's the other one? Ring. Tom Mix had one too. It was a lower res one. What's it called? It was a green screen background one.
I'm thinking of one that instead of a
Touchstone.
I'm thinking of one instead of snakes and whatnot. You're it's a space themed game.
It's a what?
Space, where you're like a.
Yeah, that's what was that game called? The Shock Troopers.
Shock Trooper. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very similar. Reminds
By
me
the
a
same
lot.
author. Yeah.
Same author. Son of a bitch! Get out of my way.
It sounds like he reused some of the sound from the game.
I think a lot of people did, because if you came up with a nice sound effect, you tended to read.
Ooh. Sounds like
And there's a smart bomb in here too, but I can't remember what key you have to hit to use that. That one.
Spacebar. Yeah, I needed that because I was never going to get
What
out
key
of
was
there.
that?
Spacebar. Sounds like they're farting when they come out too, doesn't it?
Sounds like you had a rough dinner.
Son of a bitch in your shitty collision detector.
You've been farted on by a snake. You lose.
Yes.
You should do what's the one with the little dinosaurs that walked around and yelled at each other?
Dino Wars?
Dino Wars.
That was
Yeah.
the cheesiest game on the planet. Like, let's yell at each other.
Roar.
Unfortunately, that one requires 2 players to be any good, so it's kind of hard to do.
Okay, we're going for it. We've cleared a level.
Yeah, get your first treasure.
Boom. All right, next.
Okay, play it. I got a question. Rainbow made a game called Rainbow Roach, and I cannot get that to work. You may not have it in your CoCo SDC, but it always
It's kind of a Frogger-based one, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It was actually a pretty good game. It was all basic, but I cannot get it to work. It always gives me like an OM error, and I try to free up. I played it on my CoCo 3.
That one had machine language subroutines to do the scrolling, and I can't remember if it was hard-coded in Rainbow for where the cassette-based CoCo has a screen allocated. So you have to patch between disc and cassette, otherwise it tries to scroll you like the program itself. instead of the screen.
I'd love to play it, but I cannot figure out how to play that game. I don't know. So, but you got to download it, the Rainbow disc images or cassette.
It was originally cassette-based.
I'm thinking if you're having crashing problems, that might have been the issue, because it was fairly early. It was like 83 or something, so it was probably meant for cassette systems. So if you had a disc, of course, it moved the screen from 600 up to E00, so if you didn't patch scroll routines.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here. Because I have all the Rainbow images, too. I know Steve doesn't care, but let's see. Rainbow tape. God, there's so many years it could be under, too. I'll never find it.
So this F1 shit's not working.
That's weird. It should work.
I'm holding down F1.
Okay, here's an odd one for you. When I was at Radio Shack back in the day, they'd have like a Christmas demo going in the shops. And it's actually under demo. I see it in there, but I can never get that to run either.
You may need to do the F1 switch before launching, because the games intercept the reset vectors, and the F1 works by the reset vector that's in the ROM. So if you do the F1 now and get that purple screen and then go and launch it, it'll probably be.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have the demo folder, Rob.
Well,
my SDC, I might not.
Yeah, let's see. Go to demos under the root, if you will, if you have it.
Some of these games I've done patches for.
It's not a game. It was actually a Radio Shack demo, but they run it in the store during.
Yeah, I don't have the demos
I don't
folder.
see it in there.
And some of these games I've done patches to run in RGB mode. There's one of the patches that's currently on the archive site for Pegasus. I did with along with somebody else that it basically patched it. But the thing about that is it doesn't look exactly the same.
TV.
Yeah, because it treats it like a P Mode 3 kind of, just with a different palette.
You could
so it does the red and the blue, okay. But then when it comes to some of the more complex shadings and patterns and whatnot, it doesn't look the same as the composite video.
Well, these don't run at all though.
Yeah, I have a whole list of.
Come up with a list and we'll try them
I have
out.
a whole list of programs that don't run for me, and I'm actually going to create a folder and just kind of isolate them all so I can figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Stevie, there's a program called Dragon Slayer, I think, or Demon Slayer.
Demon Attack?
No, not that one.
Dragon Slayer, that's the one with the 16 screens per level, and you got to pick up rope and build your bridges and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was neat. I played that one before.
Some of the programs you have to run under RS-DOS, not from SDC-DOS, because they rely on certain...
What is DK Castle?
No, it'll work from SDC.
So, yeah, that's fine. I wasn't talking about that specific program. I'm just saying certain programs, certain games, you have to run from RS-DOS to get the
that's true. I've hit that.
So what was it called? Dragonfire?
You do a run at one after you've set the disk in here. You go in here, you set the disk, and then you quit out of this program, and then do run at one. It switches you to RS-DOS with that disk mounted, and then you can run it.
Okay, maybe that's some of my problem. I know I can't run the patched version of Downland and a few other things.
This might be one of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one does work from Explorer for me, at least. And so does Dragon.
One, see if it works.
Did you want to try CoCo 3 game, Stevie?
Yeah, sure. What do we got?
Arkanoid's always good.
Give me a suggestion for CoCo 3.
Oh, heck, I don't know.
Sinistar?
Yeah, Sinistar is a good game.
Yeah, we can do that one.
I haven't played that one.
What is Digger?
Digger is Gold Runner, Chet's first Gold Runner. The CoCo 3 version of Gold Runner.
The CoCo 3 may not have a sound chip, but they put the some of the digitized sounds in there using the digital to analog converter. And it came out pretty good in Sinistar, of course. The classic, "I hunger."
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sinistar was great. I never played Come Guy. What is Come Guy 9 for OS 9?
Yeah. Yep.
What the hell is Manhunter?
That's one of the Sierra games ported over.
Yeah, be careful,
Sierra
Stephen.
Adventures.
There are games that run under OS 9. You might end up in OS 9 by accident.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen.
You might even run one and not realize it's OS 9 until after you run it, because some of those are just they're disks and they have embedded OS 9 operatings and they just boot right into the game.
Sometimes you look under the skirt and it's OS 9.
Right.
Sinistar, right?
There you are.
Is that Shanghai 9 the same Shanghai that's?
Oh, you do have to mount the directory before you launch it so that you can switch it.
All right, so that's Shift M for mount.
Yeah. Was that Shanghai 9 the Shanghai cartridge that's been patched?
No, I think that's Sean Driscoll's.
Yeah, because there's a Shanghai that's written native for OS 9, and then there's the cartridge that's patched.
Well, Grant, I hope you're satisfied. I don't know if you're still listening. Grant said,
"Wow, that's pretty good."
Grant's Red Sox are doing well.
And interesting gimme tricks.
Yeah. Reminds me of stuff on the Commodore PET when they have to really be creative with their graphics.
Now, does it automatically know how to switch to discs when you do this?
You have to,
I think you have to tap the button on your SDC.
Yep, so now you press that little button on the SDC. And then press the key. It should blink twice for disc 2.
Yep.
This is the one that was ghost written by Dave Dyes after he left the CoCo market.
He wrote this whole thing?
That's what I've been told. I haven't heard that officially from him, but...
And then another press of the button.
This is a 512K CoCo 3 required.
Push the button, Frank.
So is there somebody that I can send my CoCo 3 to like bump up the memory and just
totally Boys in Tech will bump you right up to 2 meg for $50.
Okay. Does he do the board work and all too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that hard to do. You can
even stick a 639 in there, so you'll be ready for some of the new stuff coming out too.
The memory upgrade is pretty simple. It's if you don't mind taking the cover off the CoCo,
yes,
you just pull the 128K chips out, and you clip.
Are they socketed, or do I have to solder them?
They're socketed, so
Okay.
you just pull them out of the sockets, and then you clip. There's a couple capacitors that you clip on the board, and then you just plug in the upgrade plugs into a socket, and you're done.
Yeah, that'll take you to 512. If you want 2 meg, there is some soldering required because you got to replace the, or you got to put the data on the CPU.
Right.
Do I need 2 megs for anything, or
nothing uses 512 or 2 meg rather, except for OS 9. And even
well,
then,
Chet has had some games that he has not released that actually do use more than 512K because he had a lot of digitized samples and stuff. I don't know if he's releasing them because now these kind of back.
But yeah, nothing. None of the older stuff uses over 512K, and even OS 9 pretty much runs happily with 512K. So
okay,
I would.
Now, if you want to play the entire CoCoTALK theme song under Nitrous 9, you do need 2 meg.
Yeah, for $50, you might as well get the 2 meg upgrade and be ready for future.
Yeah, you're future proofed.
Oh yeah, I would definitely get the $50 because it's the same amount for that or for the 512. So, go ahead and get the 2 meg upgrade board. But whether or not you want to go ahead and
how do you start
angle your CPU and do all of that to get the full 2 meg capability of it right off the bat is another story. You could just plug it in and use it as a 512 and be perfectly happy.
Or just send it to Boys and Tech and he'll do it for you.
I was gonna say,
at the same time. Yeah.
Do I have to do anything weird if I get 2 meg? If I'm trying to play older software, do I have to
Nope. Just a jumper.
The only ones you would have to worry about is if you're trying to play the original Leisure Suit Larry, the original King's Quest 3 off the original discs, because the OS 9 version on that didn't have a clue how to do it past 512. But if you get the ones off the archive, they won't be patched.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So there's a little jumper where you can basically set it for 512 and.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it has that compatibility backwards mode you can kind of do too.
Okay.
You can put a switch on there and just throw the switch if you wanted to have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the flip of a
Someday
switch.
Nicholas Marentes will make a game that requires 2 meg, but
I think some others will beat him to the punch, to be honest.
I think you're right.
Like I said, Chet actually had a version of Digger 2 or Gold Runner 2000, I can't remember which one it was, but he had a full musical track background, not just samples. And it required a 609 that he was telling me that he had almost completed back in the day. And it required, I think, at least 1 meg of RAM to do the songs.
You're supposed to grab all these little orb things.
Yeah, that's your Cinnabons.
Get them at the Sinistar.
Yeah, if you don't grab them, they actually use that as components.
To build the Sinistar, yeah. You're competing for resources there.
So you're saying this is a Dave Dice game?
That's what I've been told.
Uh-oh, that don't sound good.
Sounds like David Ladd when he doesn't get his McDonald's.
I think he's alive, isn't he?
I think he's asleep.
No, the Sinistar.
Be ready with your Cinnabombs or the Sinistar.
Cinnabons. Yeah.
Cinnabon, where are you going to the mall?
Be ready with your Cinnabon bombs, or the Sinistar is going to show up and it's going to force you to run OS 9.
Beware, I boot.
Can I destroy that rock? Yeah.
Run, Howard, run!
Did he say run for us?
Run, Howard, run!
Yeah, that's actually sampled from the actual arcade game.
I don't know where I am on the map.
That's red square.
Oh, I'm the red
port
square.
of Sinistar to the CoCo.
Absolutely. So how many bombs am I trying to get to fill in
You
that
need
whole box?
more, because, it takes like, what is it, 20 or something to kill him or something?
Yeah, the number that you can fit in that box is how many you need to kill him. You can wound him if you don't have enough, to knock him down a bit, but...
And his little buddies just keep
Yeah,
adding.
you want that, ideally, look out behind you there. You want that box to be full.
And you can see the asteroids to mine on the scanner, too. So you can kind of figure where to go to find them.
What color is what? Okay, the green dots are the asteroids. He hungers. That's David at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
exactly. Maybe you're right, it is David Ladd.
And now, Curtis, a second player would join the same screen, or would he?
No, you take turns, if I remember.
Oh, take turns. Well, that's boring.
Yeah, Gauntlet 2, you can have up to 4 players at once. So 2 crammed on the keyboard and then 2 joysticks.
Yep. And Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage allows up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Gauntlet 2 is a good game.
Yeah.
Dungeons.
Dungeons allows 4 too, doesn't it?
Son of a bitch, there he is. Run, Forrest, run.
There's David. And the second mouse or the second joystick button fires your Cinnabons. Oh, too late.
Did I lose everything, or do you keep what
No,
you
you
had?
keep what you had, I think. I hope, or you might as well just stop playing now. Got it. Oh.
Are you still alive or you dead?
Maybe you're still alive.
I don't know what
push your other button.
Where's your Cinnabon thing?
I'm pushing it. I'm pushing my buttons. Nothing's going on.
Not even
here.
the second button? The black one?
Yeah, I wonder if I've glitched out the game.
Yeah, that's weird. I've never seen it do that before. Normally he just chomps on you and then those fiery lightning stuff happens and he kills you, but
No, maybe it took that long for me to frickin' die. I don't know.
actually you have enough to destroy him. The Sinistar's only got 13 pieces, I just saw that say. And you got 19 bombs, so you can actually, once you see him on screen, just
How do I hit it? I hit the B button on my
You gotta go
joystick?
find him first. He has to be near your area.
Yeah. He's that big thought to your lower right there if you want to go after him.
Okay. Okay, so I'm fully full.
Yeah.
And if he's near your location, you can start shooting, and they're almost like magnets, and they like attract towards him.
Yeah, start hammering your second button there.
There you go, get it.
Oh.
And that's David Ladd with Heartburn.
Nice. I mean, honestly, the animation and the sound effects and everything, this is a pretty damn good game for a
That's
CoCo.
cheesy, dude.
Yeah. The only real difference with the arcade is the arcade was wickedly fast.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Actually, this might be better though, because the arcade was so fast, it was hard to keep up on it.
Yeah. It was like trying to play Crystal City.
Cool. Cool. All right, well, we're minutes away from midnight. It's 3-hour mark on this train wreck of a show about nothing. Anything else we should play?
We were talking about scrolling and stuff here earlier with Rick and Steve and Nick here. You could try 3D Pack Dude 3D Monster Maze for the CoCo 3 because that actually has horizontal and vertical scrolling with hardware.
The Transcode?
No, the
There's a
Pac-Mania clone.
Which one is it, Pack Dude or Pack Dude 2?
Pack Dude 1 is the one you hated because the controls were wonky and you had trouble going around corners.
Steve, there's a newer version of the SDX Explorer.
Yeah, I just haven't updated. Use left joystick, okay. Which version 2.0A.
So is it version 2.0A because it's Pack Dude 2, or is it 2.0A because it was actually a 1.0 before this?
Yeah, the scrolling's very smooth.
Yep, this is all hardware scrolling. And you need the timer IRQ to do the background music. You can eat them when they're transparent too. Yeah.
It's like Daggorath in a way.
And they're just about to change back. You can tell by the music score. And remember, you can jump over them too. And I think there's 6 phases total, all totally different.
And Nick was saying that you couldn't move both directions at once. So did it?
No, you can.
Scroll left.
If you want to
and
make a
then-
hugely wide screen and just use the native scrolling, you have to do some tricks to do that. But you can do both at once.
Yeah, I mean, this is super smooth.
Graphics are good.
It's a bitch to play on this deluxe joystick, though.
Yeah, this one might be better with a digital stick, actually.
Yep. Sega Genesis.
Come here, you jackasses. There's a lot of frickin' dots on this level.
Yeah, they're all that size of level 2.
It's like Monster Maze.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta say, the animation's good. It's smooth. It's damn good. All the colors of the dudes.
Sound's not that great though, right? Or am I just hearing it weird?
Oh, it's a little noisy.
It's lo-fi.
Yeah.
It's lo-fi sampling rates, but the fact that it has the background music is pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah, just considering there's no sound chip.
Yeah, it's just brute forcing it with a CPU. So which has more dots, this or Megabug, I wonder?
I think this does.
Yeah, this one does, and it has 6 levels of dots, so quite a few more.
Yeah, this is insane.
I think I've only gotten up to
Son
level
of
4
bitch.
myself. But
Son of bitch, shit.
What did they think
All right,
a million
I'm done.
dots would be easy to get through or fun to play?
You know, I don't know if I've ever... I think James was saying earlier that he flipped Megabug where he flipped the scoreboard over. I don't know that I played it that long. I could never get that far.
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah, I have completed the screen. I don't think I've gotten as far as James did, but because it plays that that Mexican song. What the heck is it called? Yeah, when you win a board.
Yeah. Oh, don't play it. No. 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 Me, gotcha.
I might be in the wrong slot.
Well, that's correct, I think.
Turn it down.
I don't think I've ever... Maybe I finished... I don't even know if I ever cleared one maze in this game back in the day.
I shouldn't say possible, but
It's hard.
it is.
You can use those, like the blue dots. They will follow the blue dots and leave behind, so you can like buy little trails to kind of throw them off your track.
Yeah. Is the maze always the same?
I believe so. If Steve was still here, I'd just ask him, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same maze on all the games.
When you
This
connect
was
it,
originally an Apple
when you
product.
connect it in a loop like that, that confuses them.
I don't think I ever beat this game. Son of a bitch. Where you going?
We gotcha!
They gotcha.
It sure as shit did.
Look how
Wow.
much more you got to go to.
I know. So yes, the question is, who's got more dots? This one or that one? I don't know.
I think Death Trap has
Yeah,
the
it looks
most.
like-
I was just talking about on one level.
Because Death Trap's maze is just monstrous.
Yeah, it's fun, but I've never been able to get through that one either.
It's like trying to get all the secret messages in Time Bandit.
What was the CoCo version of the arcade Rally X? What was the CoCo?
Isn't it
2
called
version?
Rally X, I think, or something? Rally?
Was it?
Actually, the magnifying glass in a way kind of makes the game harder because if you could see,
Yeah, it does actually, because you can't see stuff under the edges of it in the wide map.
Yeah.
Look out, they're gonna get you.
Yeah, it's like you don't have any
Yeah,
peripheral
yeah.
view on what's going on.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. This game's friggin' evil.
See if you've got Rally. Might have been just called
Okay.
Rally.
I think that's what it was called. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me I got to start working on my games website again here now that time's dying down, but I also got to work on EOU and
Rally, huh?
There it is.
Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, this may not be it. No, that's not it.
Oh, is that the one you're thinking of? Okay.
No, no.
It is. You just don't remember it anyway.
No. I wonder what it was called.
So you're thinking a totally different game with different gameplay? Or different
Yeah,
version of the same thing?
four-way movement. It's big maze. Do a search for Rally X in the arcade. You'll see what it looks like.
I know what Rally X looks like. I don't know what the CoCo version's called, though.
Curtis might jog his memory.
I got to look at Rally X in the
What the-
arcade because I'm trying to remember which one that is.
Have you played Double Back?
I have. Not tonight. but
That's
yeah.
a pretty good game.
Oh, no doubt. It's one of my favorites. It's probably in my top
Yeah.
10. Oh, so here's a question: does Downland work on the CoCo SDC? And what version of Downland do I have? Is this one you said you couldn't get to work, Rob?
Which
No, I
one
don't.
down?
Crashes quite nice. All right, so let's try the RS-DOS trick and see if that works with it.
Oh no, it was Rainbow Roach that I couldn't get to work.
But that Downland seems to be crashing quite happily.
Yeah.
Let's see if the RS-DOS trick works with it.
And what is that?
Well, you mount the disk. Go back into there, mount the disk up, but then don't run the binary.
Or you escape out and then run the executable or whatever.
I think you have to switch to ROM first, too.
I think it still doesn't work.
Well, we'll find out here in a moment. All right, so it's mounted. So now hit the brake key to exit. Type dir. You should see it there. Okay, now type run
Yeah.
at 1.
Oh, the DOS. Yeah,
No. Run at sign 1. Yep.
Like
Yep.
that?
Yeah, now you're in the standard. Okay, now it should still be mounted. We'll find out if this works.
Yeah, maybe. I think you misspelt. I know.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't feel so bad
Well,
because this is what happened.
This might not be the patch for it now because there is a 1.1 version of the cartridge that was patched for the CoCo
Yes.
3, and this might not
Yes,
be
if
it.
this is 1.0, will not run on the CoCo 3.
So what I'm going to check for next is in my CoCo 3
I'll
directory.
try my CoCo 2. Was it a CoCo 2 game or 3?
CoCo
Well, it
2
was-
game, but
it
it
was-
overwrote the gimme registers because the gimme didn't exist in the CoCo 2, so it just goes nuts. And they patched it for 1.1, so it didn't do that.
I've tried the Curtis Boyle patch version, on your website, Curtis, and it does
Yeah,
the
my-
same thing.
My Downland works.
Yeah, I thought mine worked.
On the CoCo 1, 2, or 3 is that?
Doesn't work for
Yeah,
me.
well, that's not a valid test, and the problem is getting the SDC working on a CoCo 3.
This is SDC and a CoCo 2. So you have the problem with the 3 then, right? Okay.
Yeah. So it's not working. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
So that's why CoCo 2 is better.
Absolutely.
It does work on the CoCo 3. I mean, I've got it running here. Maybe I'll check my site and see if I accidentally put the wrong version up or something.
It works
Or it
on
might
BCC, but that doesn't mean anything.
It works on what?
On BCC. But BCC,
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of things work on BCC that
Shouldn't work on the real hardware, yeah. Like all the semi-graphic stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's unbelievable. All right, guys, I'm kind of done. I'm old. I'm tired. I'm out of beer.
Out of beer. Oh no, show's over.
Yes. Well, so the level 4 in Dungeons of Daggorath is a bitch.
Yes, over and over and over again.
Yes. Do you guys want me to, like, in the next week or 2 or 3? I'll just start from scratch on my PC port of it and get you all the way through just for fun, or do you want to?
No, we can. Yeah,
I know.
I mean, I'm so far into it now. I definitely want to try to see if I can see it
You'll
through.
get there. You just got to finish the smaller guys, and then you have to, don't run around. You were running around a lot. You just got to kind of take it easy. You'll get through it, though.
There's an OS 9 version or Nitrous 9 version of Downland called Cave Walker that runs on the CoCo 3 also.
Yeah.
Hey, where do I find that Dungeons version where I can save on the SDC at? You said it was on Discord or something?
Yeah, join our Discord server. Somebody give them the link to our Discord server.
Where's it posted? I was looking for it earlier.
It might have been shit. I don't remember.
I'm on there right now, actually.
I can't log into Discord though. It like gives me a gray screen. It's weird.
Yeah, I looked in the obvious places. I didn't locate it anywhere.
It was in a CoCoTALK lobby. It was recently because we just did it and somebody posted the disc. I think Rob Inman's the guy who posted the link.
Okay.
Do you remember where you posted it, Rob?
Right post.
Huh?
The Discord link?
No, the link to the Dungeons of Daggorath disc image that I'm using.
I posted the link to William Astle.
Yeah.
Site. Yeah, I can.
You
remember what
channel that was in the Discord?
I'll look. Hold on.
Are you in the Discord server, Rob?
Yeah. I've got the software on my computer, but when I try to launch it,
I know, but you need to join our
Well,
server,
I know, I'm
which
just saying,
has got
I
a different
can't-
invite
I can't
link.
join because like the software is not launching.
Okay, there's a description in this video to the Discord server. Yeah.
Discord's not launching for me. That was the problem.
All right. Well, that part.
What OS are you running it under?
What's that?
What operating system are you running it under? Windows, Mac, Linux?
Yeah, Windows 7. I've never had a problem with it before. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've run it on Windows 7. It works fine here, so I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm running on a Mac and it works fine here.
It just did an update, and now it's like because I don't know. I'll deal with that later. But is there?
Yeah, in the description of this video is the link to our Discord server.
I just solved that problem. You have to uninstall Discord from the control panel.
Yeah.
Then you have to go to your user directory and go to the app data directory.
Yeah.
You want to delete the Discord directories in both local and roaming.
Wow.
And then you reinstall it, and it'll work fine.
That's a clue.
That happened just to Al today. So.
Okay, so Diego says it's in the CoCoTALK lobby.
And Rob,
So
if you Google just Dungeons of Daggorath ASTLE for William Astle, Dungeons of Daggorath Astle, about halfway down the page, you'll see basically all the files.
Is that Curtis beating on the keyboard?
Nope. Touching it.
All right.
ASTLE, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find it on the net.
Right below the images, if you Google that, Dungeons of Daggorath Astle, below the Google images, right below that, you'll see the site.
All right, cool. Thank you.
I just pinned it.
All right.
So you can, if you click on pins, you'll find it.
In the CoCoTALK lobby?
Yeah, CoCoTALK lobby.
Okay. Yes, it is. So have you been in our Discord server before? The CoCo Discord server?
I've not, no.
Okay, so you're there's a link to join that. It's an open invitation. You just got to click on it to join it. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. So thank you all for being here. We got a little bit further in Daggorath, not far enough, but I'm not giving up.
Where's the link at, guys? I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it.
Where are you at right now? Which link?
It's in the description of the video.
I see the chat on the right. On the Zoom, I'm in the Zoom meeting software, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Could somebody post it there?
Yeah, I was going to
in
that
Zoom
here.
chat.
I got to find the link to it though, off of the CoCo.
It's. I'm trying to find it off of.
Don't fall off the desk, cat.
Here it is. God damn it! Frickin' mouse highlighting bullshit. All right. Frick you, mouse. All right, you figure it out, dude. I'm over this shit. Trying to highlight and the shit's just not
Discord
working.
Chat here, so.
All right, God bless you. No, paste it in. You talking about Zoom chat? You're pasting in Zoom chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got
good.
it. Thank you, guys.
All right.
I just did.
Boom.
Okay, yeah, Barry just pasted the link to the disk image. I just pasted the link to Discord.
All right, boom. All right, guys, we're out of here. Everybody who's been watching us live, thank you for watching us live. Thank you.
Yes, you're too kind, and thank you.
Yeah, so Nick Marotta was here, Mark Overholzer was here, Al Hartman is here, Carl Dartrey was here, John Lowry was here, Tom C., David Ladd, John Lowry, Carl Dartrey. Who else? Jenna has been here. Nick Marotta has been here.
Thank you, Jenna, for putting up with
Rob
us.
Inman, Mark Overholzer, Nick Marotta, Ken Reichert, brother of Jason Reichert, Diego Go has been here. Abandoned Channel has been here. Ray says, don't drink in Daggorath. Good point. So, Dan Shepard was here. Tom C., Jenna, Jay Brevin has been here. Diego. And there you go. All right, guys. So we're going to play the CoCo and on the panel, who's still with us right now, Mark Overholzer and his cat, a man and his cat. Mark Overholzer wearing the CoCoTALK After Dark shirt. I forgot what shirt am I wearing. Yeah, I'm wearing a CoCoTALK After Dark shirt, too. You can get these on our swag shop, 8bit256.com. Show your love. And who else has been here? Rob, Mr. Robot Shop is here. L. Curtis Boyle, Barry Nelson, David Ladd, Nick Marentes, Rob Inman, Al Hartman, Nick Marotta. All right, we're signing off, but before we do, we got some cool jazzy tunes for you, so enjoy the music here, folks. All right, that's right. This concludes another episode of CoCoTALK After Dark, where Nick Marotta's name is mentioned at least 3 times in a row because it is a law. This episode was brought to you by Dungeons of Daggorath. Big shout out to Paul Schaefer and the Late Night Band. Oh yeah, love that theme song. That theme song is good, but we can't forget.
CoCoTALK After Dark. CoCoTALK After Dark.
Ding 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 down. Yes, rock out with
I
it.
added that link to the Facebook posting also.
All right, God bless you. That is a weird link. That doesn't even seem right. cdn.discordapp.attachments. That just looks weird. That doesn't look right. That disk. Okay.
That's it.
I don't know.
Anything you.
Oh, that's
if
it?
you open a link from Discord, that's what it gives you. So.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Dungeons of Daggorath, for being an evil bitch. and
providing hours of entertainment.
Yes, hours upon hours. And we'll catch you some other time, some other place, another time, another place. And thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you're too kind, and thank you.
All right, David Ladd, anything you want to say?
Oh, I'm much happier breaking stuff.
All right, that's good. All right, guys, take care. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.